Editing a video? You probably need music. With Artlist, you can find thousands of songs for any video project with one simple license. Get unlimited downloads for only $1.99. With Artlist's unlimited music license, you can save time and money and quickly find the perfect song. Start now and get a free trial.
If you're a YouTuber, you're probably using this and this, so you should start using this. Get Artlist's complete music catalog of high-quality songs, all pre-checked for monetization for only $1.99 a year. Download as many songs as you want and use them for any video content you create. Yeah, even for commercial projects. No channel view counting, no limitations. Use Artlist and start creating content without limits.
Yeah, my bad. We're live. I forgot the 3, 2, 1, and then I talk. We are live
Yeah,
on
it's
the
difficult.
Use Guys. We are back.
We're live.
We've been gone for a week. I know it's felt like a long time, but we are back. The Use Guys. I'm Sean Miggity Mac Meggers. To my left, Jonathan Bruce.
How's it going?
To my right, Reed Ramsey.
Yeah, I'm here.
And we are the Use Guys. Anyways, how you guys doing? It's been a while. It's been a while, dude.
Yeah, it has been a while.
Been
It's
a long
couple
while.
weeks.
In a couple weeks. Yeah, anything new in your life? Nope.
I got really sick.
Show is over.
Oh, yeah, this dude.
Oh, you got real sick. You did. Yeah, this guy got sick. He started hallucinating.
Yeah, I have this.
Thank God he's still with us.
I have this medical condition. When I was a kid, I was diagnosed with it. Basically, my
It's called being a bitch.
yeah. There's a more technical term of it, but I think that is the layman term for it. But
That was like the third doctor
basically,
came up with that.
anytime I get a fever, I just hallucinate. So last week I was hallucinating a lot, and I kept on waking up like every hour, and I would see like backpacks, and I had arranged backpacks.
Like,
these
how
backpacks.
vivid is this though? Like, you're seeing a backpack, but like, how, like literally, like you could focus on this fucking guy. I've been wanting to ask
like
you
it was
this.
right in front of you, like tangible,
Yeah,
like you could
It's
feel
not.
it.
It's not necessarily. It's kind of visual, but it's more your mind creates a reality, and when your mind creates a reality, it doesn't matter if you see it or not. it's your mind is telling you it's real. So
Yeah.
for example, like one time when I was going to Sacramento City College when I was 20 years old, like 8 years ago, I was hallucinating
Name
and
drop,
I looked
right?
at the clock and the time said 4:20, and I thought I was the time 4:20. And I don't know if
What
you've
is
ever thought that you were the
Wait.
time on the clock, like you are the time. But that is so disturbing, and I can't like I don't know how to explain
Yeah.
that. Like if you literally think you're the time on the clock, like you're fucked up. And that's kind of what happens is your mind just kind of creates this reality, and then you don't have a choice but to like live that reality for a few minutes. So then like I'll like clench my fist, or like I'll like run to the faucet and like throw water on my face
Is
until
it
like
just
I just kind of get
exhaustion?
no, it's a fever.
Is it just okay? So it's just the fever.
It's a fever.
So you just
Yeah.
get dangerously high fevers? Do you ever like?
No. They're normal fevers.
Thermometer
they're
yourself?
fevers that everyone can take. They're like 101.
Right, that's just one of your
100.
side effects.
But this is just the side effect that my brain
I
gets.
guess
when
I
I
just
get
never
fevers.
get super bad fevers. I get fever-ish, but I never like come down with a fever for a multiple extended.
I get
amount of time.
Saturday night fever.
Hey! This guy's on one. This guy's on one.
It's fucking Sunday, boys. That's what we're about.
But yeah, so I had this fever for last week, like Monday through Friday, and then Friday I had a freestyle competition,
Holler.
and then
Didn't you have an ulcer? I thought you did too. It was your stomach.
Right, okay,
Like
so
an
then on
ulcer pain.
Friday, I go through the fever Monday through Thursday. On Friday, my stomach is an immense amount of pain, like so much pain. I couldn't
Like sharp pain or
like
like
sharp
uh,
pain. It's constant.
like
It feels
jabbing,
like
throbbing?
it feels like Chucky's in your stomach, constantly stabbing you. And so I'm going through this, and then Charles comes over because we had this thing planned for me to go to this freestyle competition, and I talked about it for so long, so I felt like I had to do it.
Was
You
that-
knew
was
about
that
this?
y-
I didn't know you
was that
knew
UOP?
about it.
Yeah, I knew about it.
Was it? Where was it at?
So they like rent out like this huge banquet hall in the back of this like kids center, like
okay.
a what do you call laser tag center, and they rent it out basically like
Is it
past.
just a nice ass venue, basically?
It's just a big ass room,
Oh, okay.
and it's what they can afford. So we get it like when it closes down. So it's like 10.
It wasn't
PM
like
to
a
1 a.m.
warehouse or a garage and shit.
No,
dark-
it wasn't.
It's
not that
It wasn't
8 Mile
like
shit.
Eminem where it's like fluorescent lights and like
cuts.
guts and like everything's hella ghetto and like it was like oh, it's not like that. It's,
Like a non-sanctioned, non-permitted, like
yeah, we're like the
Basically
cops
a-
better not get us here.
a giant group trespassing. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Are you
It's pretty awesome.
on your phone while we're at dinner?
yeah.
Jeez.
Man, I'm
Yeah,
trying to test
seriously.
audio, bro.
But basically, yeah, I was just going through hella pain, but I still did the competition. The funny thing about the competition was the last round, people had to pull out of a Cards Against Humanity,
Wait.
and you have to
as your like prompt.
yeah, as your prompt, and then you have to do a 1 minute freestyle on whatever card you pulled out. And so like one dude I was hella worried about because he was hella good. He got cows with guns.
Hell easy,
Shit.
bro.
I know. I actually knew
Yeah.
the guy.
Bracket, right?
I'm not a big fan of him.
Uh,
For other reasons, but
his political
good rapper.
interest, yeah.
he couldn't
Can you
do
give me a
it.
hint? Do I know him
Yeah.
from
you know him.
UOP?
Yeah, from UOP.
I think I know who it is.
Yeah. And there was this other guy who I swear kind of had like that idea type of rap style. Even a white guy with like baggy shirt like idea.
I don't know who
like
Idea
90s
is.
Idea?
style.
Yeah,
You know
when
who
you told
Idea?
me on the phone, I was just like, yep. Yeah, I know that. I got an idea.
Really? You don't know idea?
Good idea.
Yeah, I got an idea. Hey,
He was like he
A
won like
solid
hella
idea.
rap battles like in the early 2000s, mid 2000s,
Yeah,
late
I don't know.
90s.
Yeah, I wasn't.
what's his style?
I wasn't big in the rap
I
battle
don't know.
game.
Like
in
he was
2000.
he was good. He was a good one liner. He was just
Oh, okay.
he just had really good one liners.
Witty, clever.
He was witty and clever, but also at the same time he would just rap. And so like this dude's problem was he would always go for the funny punchlines, which is cool, but like after a while it's just a little
It's a
exhausting.
little repetitive.
Yeah.
You're talking about the not Idea, but the guy.
This
at
dude,
the
this
thing,
dude.
Yeah.
What was the longest bit you would go? Like you said,
it's
1 minute. Was it only a minute?
All 3 rounds are 1 minute. So like the,
Oh,
the first round is
Damn,
1
that's
minute
not that
on a
long
beat.
at all. Fuck, you got to
Like,
be really good
it's,
then.
It's pretty long. It feels
well, when
it's
you're
it's pretty
freestyling,
long.
60 seconds is a long time, but still, like,
If you
it's
haven't
gonna be
said
hard to
so.
evaluate to a
Yeah.
certain extent. Or was it like a landslide? Was it just like?
No, it's there. I think it was like 5 good ones,
Oh, okay.
including me. So and then there was like 10. What? All right. So there was like this is how the ratio, but there was like 15 of us. 5 of them didn't know how to carry a fucking mic. So like their hand would go over the fucking mic, so it'd be all muffled. And it's like, all right, those 5 are out.
Oh, they
Right.
carry it
Next
like they do
5
on the movies.
Would just be like whack rappers who would be like hella aggressive and think like being
Like
aggressive
Tekashi
was cool.
6ix9ine.
Yeah, kind of like number 4. It's like, oh my
DMX
god.
shit, yo.
And like this dude who was hella violent on the mic like that.
He broke one of the mics.
No, I took a break in between the second and third round, and he was just as angry and real person. He was like, "Oh, I'm a real hip hop head. Like all these people over here, they're trying to be hip hop heads. I'm a hip hop head. I'm a hip hop head. I don't care about this competition. I know what hip hop heads are."
Oh my god,
Dude, you fucks with a hip hop head like that, bro? Oh,
Yeah, I know. He was a real hip hop head. So the third round,
Jesus.
the idea guy I was worried about got Power of the Grayskull. He didn't know what that was, so that just kind of threw him off his third round.
Power of the Gray Skull.
I guess it was like a cartoon in the 90s or some shit.
Nah, yeah.
You could do some MF Doom shit with that or something.
Motherfucker.
And then I got Strangling Drunks.
Oh yeah, that was your Cards Against Humanity
Yeah.
card. Strangling drunks.
Strangling Drunks.
It's a cool word to start with. Or
Strangling.
like I don't know.
Hell no. Where are you
No.
gonna rap with strangling?
I don't know. Something hella novel.
I didn't know.
You didn't know?
No.
Hang-
No.
Probably would have just sounded silly.
I just rhymed other words
Strangling.
and like brought them into the story.
It's hard as chain link.
Sorry.
But-
Where, you know what? Let me hold that thought. Sorry.
But yeah, no, that's how that went. And then the next day, I
Your
thought it was
game
an ulcer,
stank.
right?
Yeah.
So after I won the competition, like you do, like a champ freestyle, where
Like a
they're
run
like,
around the park.
yeah,
sort of thing, like,
yeah, they're like, all right, now the champ's gonna do his freestyle. You know
How
what I
long?
mean?
Another minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
You did.
Yeah. And
God.
then so
one
I
of
mentioned that I had
these.
an ulcer. Like I wasn't gonna use the ulcer as a crutch to be like, hey, you should vote for me
That's your
because I got an
starting line.
ulcer.
That's your starting line.
This motherfucker right here.
But anyways, turns out I didn't have an ulcer. I found out the next
What?
day.
What
Why,
was it?
'cause
Just
you woke
really
up-
bad gas,
It's just your stomach was fucked up from being sick, probably.
or maybe it's from like not eating food and drinking a lot of alcohol and smoking a lot of cigarettes.
No, it was I didn't
shouldn't swallow that much comment.
digestively like really do anything that week
Oh.
when I had the fever.
You
And
didn't.
I found
Oh,
that
you
out
didn't eat
Saturday morning
anything?
because like a mountain came out. I was like, oh, that's what the problem
Oh,
was.
I get what you're saying.
I was constipated.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
Damn, that's rough.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
wow.
you had the shit, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I had like 5
And
days
everything
of shit.
climaxed
I had
the
like,
whole day.
Literally 5
He
days
won.
of shit. in
He
me.
reached the apex of his career
Yeah.
and exploded a week's worth of discharge from his bunghole.
Yeah.
So you didn't shit the whole week.
Yeah. That's what it was. Yeah.
Shithead.
Fuck, dude. He's a real shithead.
about-
I'm a fucking real shithead.
Shut up. I hate you in my ears every week. My fucking, it's just like the one eardrum though. 'Cause I don't know
Oh,
if it's like
sorry.
mind over matter. Like
Maybe
it's,
it's because you
it's because
think
you're
it's
on this
louder.
side.
Right.
Yeah, but
Your,
I
your
always
brain's
feel
playing
like
tricks on you,
you're
man.
up in my ear like you're a shithead. Anyways,
Yeah.
So
That's awesome. That's awesome.
So
Did,
that was mine.
okay.
It was your
my week.
weekend.
I
What'd
was-
you do? What'd you do, Sean? We talking last weekend? I mean, do you want me to talk about what I did?
you go ahead.
Well, I mean, I went to a debate tournament, our first debate tournament.
All right, I'll
Golden
go.
Gate, the Golden Gate, the Golden Gate.
Where was it at?
What
Where
was that?
it?
It was in San Francisco State University.
Oh, so you guys stayed there for the weekend?
No. Well, the thing is, like, the school I teach at is in Pleasant Hill. It's like super close, so they commute, but I stayed there. And what's funny is that, so our team is a little bit hectic because first, it's not just like a walk on, like just like your average team. It's actually a class. So there's a lot of students that are just taking it to take it, and other students who want to do successfully in the activity and move on and go somewhere else, right? So it's weird parsing through all these little things. So you're trying to gauge the students, but at the same time, not trying to scare them away. But then you got to realize some of them are only getting like 1 unit, 2 units. But then you got other kids that are getting a full 4 units, right? Regardless,
Fucking
Friday
units,
night.
bro.
So there's a lot going on. Friday
Units.
night, I realized like it's about 10:30 at night in San Francisco downtown.
You realize
and,
you haven't
and
shot.
like Daly City, and I'm going to check into the hotel, and I realize, oh, it's booked for the 28th. That was the
Idiots.
21st. So she's like, you're early, and we don't have any room. So I'm like out here, stranded. I was like, fuck. All right.
What hotel
Well,
did you go to? The Regency?
That one was the Crown Plaza in Burlingame in
yeah.
San Francisco.
Okay.
And then I had to go and try to find it. It took me a little while, but I ended up going into this fucking Holiday Inn, which was like it looked okay, like out downstairs, and like right? Well, you get into the room, you go to the bathroom, it's like, wow, this is really shitty of a hotel. It was really gross. There was like an old stale towel still crusted on the fucking bathroom, like the shower curtain. And I was like, oh, fuck. I was glad it was only one night, but
I would have called and been like, dude, there's a jizz towel up on my fucking
someone had a
shower.
late morning session up here, bro. You missed it. But anyway, yeah, that was like that was pretty funny and kind of bad. But the tournament wasn't too bad. We had some success, and then we had another coach go off. Well, not really go off, but just kind of talk shit on us to our students.
Like a coach from somewhere else.
Yeah,
huh?
yeah.
About how you guys
I won't name names, but it's one that kind of has it out for me and my alma mater.
Anyways, what was he saying though about?
It was funny. Well,
St. Mary's.
yeah.
Okay, he said don't say names, bro.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm not gonna say his name because I'm not gonna dignify him by saying his name because he's
I'm not
an
gonna
utter piece of
dignify
shit.
you with your name.
But he's just kind of an asshole, and like he just has this weird, unprofessional attitude around students and at tournaments, and just in general, his whole demeanor.
Here's an example. Here's a little story
Yeah.
of this guy. There was a woman who was debating, and this debate in particular is 1v1, and he was the judge. He was the one judge in the back of the room, and this debater was wearing a skirt. And he said, "Excuse me, can you put a chair possibly in front of you? I just don't want to be tempted."
Shut up.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. We were just like, wait a
told
minute.
a student,
Like
to
thinking that
put-
he was being proactive and a good guy.
he was
just
basically
comes off
like,
like-
"I'm gonna be tempted to look
Look
at
at your puss.
Yeah. So can you please cover it up so I don't? So I'm
Yeah,
not
dude,
tempted?
Kevin, dude, yeah. It
Dude,
was uncomfortable. Needless to say, he was struck from then on out. So our
Yeah.
team never saw this judge.
Dude was gnarly.
Yeah, dude.
God,
I'm about
dude.
to line up some of those strikey strikes for.
That's pretty
my
crazy,
team now.
man. That's pretty
But anyway,
Trump-like.
what he said,
It kind
like,
of is actually.
he was just sort of like, I mean, like,
Ivanka, when you're at the table, cross your legs. I don't want to be tempted.
Is it St. Mary's like a
finish this. It's a Catholic school.
right? So it's a Catholic school, and this guy's worried about being tempted, bro. Am I?
It's a Catholic school.
So I don't know.
Yeah, bro, confess, bro, and
There's
then you're
something
absolved, man.
There was something there that I couldn't connect.
Yeah, there's some sort of
Something
big
there.
disconnect.
Catholic's temptation. What's the connection?
What's going on here? You need to get the whiteboard out here.
I know I've heard something about these two things.
Deal with it.
Some sort of correlation. I can't.
She should have said, "Well, I don't have a little boy's penis."
I'm
so
just
you should be
imagining
fine."
like a montage now of like Sean going to the library, going through like newspaper reels. What is the
Right.
connection?
Yeah.
rushing back in here. I got it.
It's like, guys,
It's-
spilling papers, has books in his hand. He's like, guys. And then he reads a quotation.
says,
and
"Lead
then
us."
it's just,
Lead us from temptation.
it's literally like a King James Bible. And he's like, guys, I got it. I figured it out after weeks
Jesus,
of research.
It's about Jesus leading us from temptation. That's what it was, clearly.
That's why he should
I
have.
was distracted by all these stories, but this line.
That's just completely inappropriate, though. You think he would have
Yeah.
gotten in trouble? Sexist. Hashtag times
well,
up.
I mean, there was a discussion probably about it, but I
Hey,
mean,
but
it-
y'all didn't know about it.
But like the
So,
bottom-
anyways, what
yeah.
was he saying about your
So,
students?
in this round, like, it was some wonky topic, and like, what's weird about our schedule too is like, I don't see, like, so our team is comprised of like 40 people, 42 kids, right? And I only am
Goddamn.
there during a few amount of time. I see most of my students on Fridays, right? And I teach and I do lectures on Fridays, but then I'm there on Tuesdays sometimes, but none of them can make it because they stack their classes on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I don't see them all that often. So that's the preface. So like when we're prepping these kids on arguments, we're not trying to like really like do complicated shit. We just want to do straightforward stuff and use what they know so that they can argue confidently and not try to oversaturate them and make them feel, you know, like they got all this stuff and they're overwhelmed, you know. We just
Right.
wanted them to feel comfortable. So he just goes on and like goes off and is like, yeah, your coach is just not preparing you. This is bullshit. Blah, blah, blah. You should have definitely a lot more than this. He's like, you lost this round because your coach is blah, blah, blah. Like going off, like doing all this stuff. And like, I don't know exactly because the students, I think, were sugarcoating it a bit, but they were seemed a little uncomfortable about it.
Oh, so he didn't say this in front of you?
No. He said he was judging my students as like a judge in a debate round, and
Yeah, but
they
where
lost.
are you at?
I was judging probably another round. Like
Uh,
I don't watch like every round of my students, but it was in a quarterfinal, so it was a little bit of later out rounds. And he just like goes off on him. And then on top of that, there's more people in the room during those late out rounds. So just super unprofessional. And even if you feel that way, you can address it personally if you really wanted to. But that's just shitty to do.
You should have
On
fucking
a really
you
personal, professional level.
You should have went up to him and called him out on it and been like, "Bro, what's the deal, dude?"
I would love to see you as a coach.
Dude,
She would be a very
he
interesting
would get
coach.
barred from tournaments. Dude, you would be going up to people, be like, "Bah!" Either that,
I'd be
or
the
you would be
greatest
the
coach.
most popular person.
I would. Well,
Yeah.
first
because
of all,
you were the most controversial.
first of all, I'm the most popular person everywhere I go. Okay, that's just
He
what
exudes-
happens.
he exudes popularity from his face.
How was your week? What happened there?
Yeah, that's all that happened.
I was hoping it wouldn't go to me.
You got a new job.
I got a new job.
Yeah. Come fly with us.
Did I not?
Fly with me. Come
Nah,
fly
I mean,
away.
that's pretty much all I've been worried about the last 2 weeks. I had an interview set up, so I was worried about fucking my interview, which went good. And and I got a
What
new
was
job.
the most difficult question in the interview?
There really wasn't one, to be honest. I did talk about doing stand up for a while, though. Actually, it came up
Oh,
organically,
okay. Yeah.
but
Personability, I like it.
trying to think, there really
Likeable.
wasn't
I'm
any.
just imagining this interview now. Sean, tell us about you. I do stand up.
I used to do stand.
I used to do this.
I said I used to. I said I used to do it. I don't do it anymore. And then I was like, damn, now I'm a quitter.
Yeah.
I thought of that, like, oh, that's
Yeah.
kind of dumb to say. But I mean, it went good, dude. It was cool. It wasn't bad at all. But I mean, so really my week's kind of just been dealt with working at my now job
Mm-hmm.
and being worried about my fucking interview. So nothing that exciting happened for me yet, dude. I'm just kind of like going with the
Well, you're just
flow.
waiting. You're just kind of like in this limbo state.
Yeah,
right
exactly.
now.
I've kind of
Yeah.
been in like this limbo
That
for
happens
like
a lot.
week and a half. Yeah.
It happens a lot.
Got a little lull.
Thankfully,
in
though,
between.
we had a lot happen this week.
Right.
Just kind of just
Last 2 weeks.
society's just kind of going fucking
Oh, yeah.
crazy recently. So
Taking it up a notch.
I think we should go ahead and start with just kind of like
we start with the
stupid
asshole of the week?
motherfucker of the
stupid
week.
motherfucker of
Yeah,
the week.
we're gonna start with the
Bam.
stupid.
We need, like, what we need eventually for this segment.
Mother of the week. That's our theme song.
Yeah. Stupid motherfucker of the week is Brett Kavanaugh.
Oh, Brett Kavanaugh.
Cabby once ate a patty.
Yeah, he did. Her name might have been Patty.
The reason that like legitimately he's probably the
That didn't
stupid
even rhyme.
motherfucker of the week is because when Dr. Ford came and did her testimony, she was like vulnerable. She was sensitive. She explained her story in a very professional way. She was also her own expert witness, but she also just had this undeniably sweet voice. She had this undeniably innocent demeanor about her. This,
Sexist.
yeah, absolutely.
It was genuine.
Yeah,
it was genuine.
She came off
That's what it
very
was.
genuine, and she stuck to the facts.
Credible.
She didn't try to like become audacious and say more than she was saying, which is like, yeah, this dude sexually kind of assaulted me when I was in high school, and she just kind of stuck to that fact.
Stupid
And
motherfucker.
The reason why he's the stupid motherfucker of the week is basically portrayed perfectly by Matt Damon in the SNL skit from last night, which
So good.
the beginning part
Have
of
you
that
seen it, Sean?
skit
I haven't
is
yet.
so fucking hilarious because basically what he does is Matt Damon comes into the courtroom, the Senate Judiciary Committee room, and he does the scowl like Brett Kavanaugh.
Yeah.
He sits down, he
And
looks
even,
at
like,
the panel,
censors his name tag just
Yeah.
like Brett did when he came in live.
and he looks at them. He's like, "What?"
Yeah, dude. Yeah, he goes off.
And then one of the senators is like, "Sir, are you ready to give your side of the testimony?" He's like, "Oh, hell yeah!" Like that's basically how he.
That's
came
how
off.
he came off, huh?
He came off like an angry douchebag frat boy.
He came off like, oh, how dare you guys make me have to explain this shit.
Yeah, basically.
That's how all these
Got
fucking
these-
old
got
white
these
dudes
calendars.
react to fucking these sexual charges, bro. They're like, oh, I can't believe you're fucking that I haven't even deal with this.
Right.
Not even like, oh,
What's funny though is like historically, like when you lie, like he gave like a series of tells. Like if you look back in history, like look at Nixon, Watergate. I'm not a crook, but angry. Look at Bill Clinton in the 90s when he's just like, I did not have sexual relations. Brett did all those things.
I did
Angry.
not
He
have
was
sexual
using
relations
proper
with that
language to
woman.
describe the situation. He did a series of things, and then he just danced around every question. every single question.
Yeah.
And then he yelled at Feinstein. He yelled at
Whoa!
Clawbacker.
He yelled at Feinstein.
Yeah,
Oh
Yeah.
hell, fucking no,
dude. It
not
was
Feiney.
It was like
not
ridiculous
funny.
how like on tilt he was towards uniquely the women senators. And
Oh,
then, like,
Feinstein's a woman.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
But yeah, you know, he just came off as a douchebag, but legitimately
Fucking
said
idiot.
some hilarious things, which
I
was
like-
like,
I like
I
beer.
like beer.
I like
still
beer.
like beer.
I still like beer.
Oh, that
And then-
was. I
and
did
then the
see
ch-
that. I
yeah.
did.
The
see
chick
that,
was
dude.
like, the prosecutor lady was like, "How much is too many beers?" He's like, "I don't know.
I like how he was like,
Whatever
yeah.
the chart says.
I did-
the
I did
blood alcohol
tell it.
chart.
I did see that. Yeah, he was like, "Oh, I
And-
like beer. You know, maybe I like. Sometimes I like beer too much."
Maybe I drink too many beers. Everyone drank."
When he
You
said
drink-
that, that's right there. It's all right. You're done. You're guilty.
And then
Yeah,
you know what he
I know.
did with
Yeah.
some
You
of the other
basically just made an excuse.
dude, the other senators, he like when they were asking, like, you know, did you ever black out? Did you ever do this? And then he's like, "Did you ever drink? Did you ever drink this much?"
Oh no, it was asked. She asked him like, "Have you ever forgotten a night or forgotten a little bit of a night by drinking too much?" And he was like, "Have you ever forgotten?" And she was like, "Senator," she was like, "Judge, I'm asking you, have you ever forgotten?" He was just like, "I'm just curious as to whether you have ever forgotten," you know, and
He was just
like
oh,
he was
God.
just, and then
Awful.
but then he insisted that he's never forgotten. He's never forgotten one night drinking beer. How is that even? That's not even medically possible. Like you're gonna like literally it kills brain cells. You're gonna forget some shit.
And he's hella old.
drinking beer with squee.
So like, I don't know. I don't know.
Well, anyways, so yeah, you know, but what's more
Or the
funny
water.
about that is the Donald. Yeah,
cup of
Matt Damon
water.
just keeps drinking water.
He's just chugging the fucking water.
Oh, it's so good, man. If you guys gotta check
Been
out that
tearing
Matt
up.
Damon.
I
SNL.
wanted to see it, the show, man, but I watched my shit on Hulu, my Hulu,
It's on
and
YouTube.
it wasn't on there today.
It's on
Nah, I
YouTube.
don't want to
Wait,
watch clips. I want to watch all. I love SNL. I want to watch it through.
Oh, okay.
But,
Well, anyways,
just the introduction.
The
It's only
I
13
I know,
minutes.
but
The
I'm just
Donald
saying
J.
it wasn't
Trump
up, it wasn't
store.
up yet.
Donald J. Trump shopping or whatever it's called actually is selling a T-shirt now with Brett Kavanaugh pledging to the flag, and it says "I like beer."
Oh yeah, I saw
So Donald Trump is literally selling shirts now.
Donald Trump is.
Donald Trump is
What the fuck,
selling.
dude?
Yeah,
This is what I
exactly.
don't get. Like, and there's people that
Joe Rogan posted it and it was like, "We live in a movie."
Yeah, we do, because there's people that like stick up for Trump. They're like, "Oh, the media is just making him look bad." Like, no, there's
No.
there's shit he
Dude,
does
dude.
that
Yeah.
is fucking
So-
stupid, man.
So I recently bought this audiobook. So I've been listening to Audible audiobooks like during my commute. So I'm like listening to hella books. But this book, it's you know Bob Woodward.
yeah,
Bob Woodward was one of the ones. You know,
Bob,
Watergate.
He was married to Haley.
Robert. Yeah,
You were Washington Post.
Okay.
you know what he does?
But anyway, he wrote this book called Fear, and
You
it's
liked
about
it.
Trump and the White House. And it's such a hilarious book. With all honesty, it goes back to when like Steve Bannon and a couple of the like Chris Christie, Rudy Giuliani, and all these other big Republicans went to Trump in 2010 about running against Obama in 2012. And Trump like was like super interested in doing it and very like was like, yeah, I want to do this. But so obviously dumb as fuck. And then Steve Bannon was just totally a hater and was just like crazy about it. Like, no, he's like a fucking idiot. He's a douchebag. He's not gonna fucking do it. But and then like they met with him fucking again in 2016, and then he ran. And they basically all their strategies were just like, fuck the RNC, let Steve Bannon do a bunch of stupid bullshit, and then Trump just listens to anyone. And it's pretty eye-opening how ridiculous it is. And then it has one of the biggest stories in the intro was about how one of the people that works, one of the aides that works in the White House, he had to pull multiple memos off of the Oval Office's desk from Trump to get him to not sign it. Because they said whatever they put on the desk, he signs it. Doesn't even look at it.
Yeah, that's the book.
And
that
he was
has
about
a-
to withdraw from the South Korea Free Trade Agreement, which would have withdrew all of our military aid there, would have eliminated the missile defense system, would have done a bunch of shit. Basically crushed the South Korean economy, and he was about to do that within the first 30 days of his office. But they pulled that memo, so he never did it, and he forgot about it. He literally did not remember it after that. So, like, his aides tried to prevent him from doing stupid shit as well.
Yeah,
It's
because
ridiculous.
they know how fucking dumb he is. And let's be honest, I'm sure there's been presidents before that, you know, that they have to do shit like that. You know, that they or
Reagan,
not
probably.
not whether they have to, but they do. Yeah, Reagan. But
He was an idiot.
but Bush. But I don't know. It's just a joke, dude. It really is a joke, dude. Like I don't have nothing to say about it.
Well,
Yeah.
and what we get even more, which even puts us more into like a movie type of fantasy world that we all are kind of living in, because we are kind of living in this like surreal world that really none of us expected, none of us could have predicted this
No.
coming. And what we get now is we get
The beauty of
Kanye
democracy.
West doing a monologue at the end of SNL wearing Make America Great Again.
Yeah.
And in this monologue, he said like a number of things. And
I didn't actually
he
listen to it.
broke down the song to the point where the song sounded like it was doing like that gospel thing while a preacher's preaching. It was weird. And so like the organ is kind of going in the back, and he was like, you know, he's like, a lot of people say, Kanye West, why is it that you like Donald Trump? Donald Trump's a racist. And he's like, but I always say, if I was troubled by racism, then I think I would move out of America. In other words, okay, so he's fine with Donald Trump being racist. And then he continues. He's
But he
like,
wasn't fine with what's his name being racist.
So he
though.
like justifies it first. He's like, you know, I can distance myself from that part of him, but I'm going to embrace these things I like.
yeah.
The epitome of the Trump voter.
And then he's like, have you heard about these black fathers, how they're like kicked out of the houses to get on welfare? That's planned. That's planned. That's a Democratic plan. And that's planned by the Democrats. And he was like,
I would say they're more enablers than planners.
well, and then so he goes on this,
Republicans
right,
plan it.
for a while. And he's like,
The
we
Dems-
need to have like a dialogue, but like most hip hop artists, they're all liberals. Most of the media is all liberals. So you guys feel like this is one side. At this point, the crowd starts booing. And then you
they
hear,
started booing him.
yeah, they start booing him. And then you hear Dwayne Johnson being, oh my God, oh my God. You just hear Dwayne Johnson just kind of being hella entertained by this. And then
Where is because are they all? Are they? I saw a clip and I saw some of the cast members in the back.
well,
so,
it's the end. You know how the performer
The
plays a
Rock
song
was up
at
there.
the end? Yeah.
by the way, he's The Rock.
And
Rock.
at one point, Kanye West turns around and looks at the cast members, and he's like, "I know all of you or hella of you disagree with me, you know, but all you know, you're going at like Donald Trump's throat." He's like, "That's not the way to do it. I don't even think that's helpful." He's like, "We need to find love," and then he starts the song over again. Then he leaves the stage. It was weird. It was so bizarre. It was so bizarre. And like this thing with Kavanaugh is bizarre. The thing with selling the T-shirts bizarre.
Yeah.
I don't
But
know what to do with
this-
any of these things I see anymore. They're
The
so
thing I'm
fucking
thinking of
weird.
is how did SNL not expect? All right, well So first of all, it was supposed to be Ariana Grande, and then she didn't want to see Pete
Yeah.
Davidson. She's starting to wake up, so she was like, "No, I don't want to spend a week with this idiot. I need a break."
He was in that skit.
Yeah.
And then,
He was one of the senators. I think he was Leahy or
I
something.
know, and there's another skit too, isn't there? Where,
What's
anyways, there's a skit about him dating a famous person. I
She
think.
probably did.
Wait, are they like?
She probably didn't go because she realized who she was.
Well, and she's
They're getting
depressed.
married, though,
She's
right?
depressed because her
Yeah.
ex-boyfriend just died and shit. Bad timing for
Yeah.
Pete.
You know, she took Mac Miller's dog.
That's why he
Yeah.
killed himself.
Yeah.
Because he had no. If he had a dog, I'm just saying.
No, I'm
Yeah.
saying after the fact.
Oh, after.
Yeah,
after the
like-
fact.
She said, "That's my motherfucking dog."
I didn't mean to distract. Continue.
Anyways, yeah. So she was supposed to do it. She backs out, and then they get Kanye West steps up. Like you know for a fact, dude. Like he's gonna do something. Like it looked even like he was gonna
It's
do something
SNL.
when I saw the commercial for it this week. When they were like, "This week, Kanye West is gonna do it," and Kylo Ren, whatever the fuck his name is,
yeah.
Kylo Ren was like, and Kanye's got something up his sleeve or some shit. Like they even said some shit like that. Kanye West's gonna do something, and Kanye West was just sitting there hella quiet, like hella serious and shit, not laughing. And
With that fucking
he's just fucking
serious face.
like you know,
Kanye.
like he of course he was gonna do something. By the way, all right, side note real quick, something I just thought of is I did see a clip of what's her name? Oh, what's her fucking name, dude?
Who?
The girl I
Vince.
hate.
Uh,
The big
that's
the big
vague.
girl
Okay.
that's not funny. Leslie Jones. And
Oh.
but Leslie Jones came up
Oh.
like
Leslie
Serena
Jones.
Williams.
You
and
don't like
said-
her?
She's not funny.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
But she came
is that a
up
reason
on,
not to like her though?
Okay, I don't. Not saying that she's
Well,
a bad
as
person.
as an entertainer.
I'm just
Okay.
saying, like,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
like.
yeah.
I don't like Pete Davidson on there either because he's not funny.
Do
It's
you like Amy Schumer?
No, but well, I don't hate her. But anyways,
I hate her content.
I'm not
That's her-
hating on what's her name stand up, Leslie Jones stand up. I'm
Oh,
just talking
okay.
about her on
Like,
whatchamacallit, on
Joe's
Saturday
and
Night
stuff.
Live.
Oh man.
But anyways,
Different
yeah, in that
audience.
clip when she
Yeah.
came on and she was dressed like Serena Williams, I thought was hilarious. You owe me an apology. That shit was funny. Anyways,
That's the sound of the ocean.
I don't know if I hope that.
Doesn't make that noise.
Yeah, it's a pretty loud. It sounds like when you have water in your ear and it won't come out. Yeah, technical issues here.
Yeah.
I don't think that they can do that.
Anyways,
If they can, it doesn't matter then. But what we did have a lot of is a lot of trailers. A lot.
oh my
yes.
lordy, lordy, McGordy, dude. We
The
had
future
trailers.
is bright.
We have
We're gonna need
Daredevil.
shades.
Boom, Wilson Fisk.
that
We
shit
had
that shit's
Captain Marvel
fuck
since we were
badass.
gone. Boom, Wilson Fisk. We had
Oh, dude, Spider-Man. Fisk.
Spider-Man.
The video game.
Fisk.
Spider-Man.
We also had a bunch
Period.
of pictures of Spider-Man on set. Recording,
Oh,
hanging
really?
out in Europe and shit.
Yeah.
But it's just like-
yeah.
It's just like them in clothes.
There was one of him like
Well, there's been some clips
at
from
a
Avengers
park
4 too.
in like a black Spider-Man outfit.
Oh, okay.
I didn't see
So
that.
that could be a thing.
Ooh,
Dang.
it is
Oh,
a
and we
thing.
keep getting fed stuff about Venom too. Bunch of
Yeah,
other
because
stuff.
it's almost gonna come out. But the Dark Phoenix,
They're doing a terrible job at marketing that movie.
What, Venom?
I ain't seeing shit for Venom. Besides
everything's like
memes.
bad now. Because I
Yeah.
really have bad feelings about that movie, to be
I
honest.
don't
Now,
have good feelings.
Well,
about
I
that
never
movie
was
at
that
all.
pumped about Venom, to be honest. Like having his
No.
own movie.
Venom without Spider-Man.
Yeah, I was never that excited about it. It just kind of seems like
There's a reason people don't talk about the Venom.
seems
comic
like it might
books.
be a dud.
I think it is going to be.
But especially because it's PG-13 and they lied about it. Never
Also,
being
I
rated
don't
R.
think that guy who plays the villain, that Indian actor, I don't think he's ever been in a really a good movie.
But he was. He's from that. Isn't he from that show? That's the same guy
What show?
from
What are you talking about?
The Night Before.
Bless you.
What?
The Night Before.
The night before.
The night before.
Yeah, he is him, and he's a pretty good actor. He is a good actor.
I just don't enjoy him.
I mean, he's a good actor in that. The Night Before is that HBO show. I believe it's on HBO, where it's like he's fucking gets basically like fucked. He like goes sees his girl, and they do some coke and shit, and he's like a hella smart like student or some med student, and he like, you know what I mean? He's not like a popular dude and shit, and he's like a Muslim American and kind of like sheltered in a way, and then he kind of meets his girl hella randomly and shit, and then ends up kicking it with her, and then he wakes up and she's fucking stabbed to death, and he has coke in his system. He got cut that night by the knife, like, you know what I mean? So he kind of gets like this, all this shit happens in the first episode, and then he gets arrested, and the whole fucking show is him trying to prove his innocence.
It sounds,
That's
wild.
crazy.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's
I've never
crazy.
seen that.
I never finished it because it's one of those shows where I was like, I can't
Just
anymore.
can't do it.
I can't. Not because it was bad, but it was just like, I can't, dude. I
Intense.
ran out of Xanax. I can't watch this show
Get me
anymore.
too anxious.
Yeah.
Have you finished Maniac or watched that show?
Yes. I'd finish.
No, I haven't finished it yet.
Maniac.
How far are you into it?
Episode 4 or 5. It's a really
Okay.
good show,
You
though.
like it?
It's a super enjoyable.
I
show.
like
It's
when he
Yeah.
does the
different.
Belgium one. It's funny. Like he exercises his comedy,
Oh,
comedic
yeah.
acting more in that one. You
Yeah.
know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
He
yeah,
goes,
yeah.
"I'm sorry, Iceland. I'm sorry, Sweden. I'm sorry. Who are you? Who are you guys?" And he's all like, "I'm sorry, Ernie. I killed him." It's hella funny, bro. When he's-
That's
at first,
hilarious.
Yeah,
at first in the
it's really
beginning of the
fucking
episode, I
ridiculous.
was like, "The fuck," and then it becomes hella funny.
You kind of think that though throughout most
Every
of those,
every time he starts,
those new like roles and like goes
I
from
like
like
the
goes all over the place.
I like the one where he looks like fucking.
the Post Malone one.
Yeah.
With the,
I like. I think he played that character hella good too. I was like, damn, it's
Yeah.
not bad. You seen that one yet?
Which one?
Where he has like braids and shit and tattoos. He doesn't do a bad job, man, as that character. Like, cause he's just like, oh yeah, for real. Like, not even like I'm overdoing it. Like, he does a good
very
job.
subtle. Yeah.
Yeah, like he does like this good job like acting. Like it's legit. It
Yeah.
was one of my more favorite. Yeah, one of my favorite ones that he does.
Yeah. The show
But-
it does a good job at like having very intense subjects, but sort of approaching it sort of lighthearted in a way. In the beginning, it's very intense. There's a lot of emotional
yeah.
like. In the beginning, it's sort of like it's very down because it's like, especially like Jonah Hill's side of things. Well, they're both really bad, but Jonah Hill like being like
Jonah Hill's is
like
really
having,
bad because
like,
he's actually schizophrenic in the show.
Well, he's had like histories of also
Right.
like going into like he had a breakdown.
That's
and
what I'm
stuff.
saying. Yeah, where she wasn't ever really diagnosed. She was just kind of like opposite of him when it came to that. But whatever.
It's so weird though because it's like advanced society. There's like AI and shit, but like everything is all outdated. I never really understood. Like,
I
is it,
kind of
like
like that style.
it's like it happened in the 80s, so like they had this like that was their modern computing, but
Right.
it was like way past that time
But it was
period.
super. Yeah. I liked it.
And then they had those little robots that cleaned up shit on the street.
Yeah, little Wallies.
Yeah.
Anyways, do you want to talk about these trailers or?
Yeah, let's talk about these trailers.
You haven't really said anything.
Who are we gonna start with? Let's start
Like, what are you
chronologically. Let's start with
waiting for
Captain
us to stop talking,
Marvel. Start with Captain Marvel.
Daredevil or Captain Marvel. Oh, okay.
Okay, fine.
That was the first one.
Captain
right?
Marvel was interesting. It was
Yeah, I'm
interesting.
kind of over that trailer now because it's been
Yeah.
so long.
Do you know what was really interesting to me about that trailer?
What?
I'm not from here.
Why does she sound like a young baby?
Oh, I thought she sounded like that too. I was like, why does her voice sound hella
Maybe
more?
she wasn't used to talking or
Nah,
something.
like her voice sounds hella more like
who you expect me to be.
deeper, dude.
Like,
Not
it's
deeper, higher
weird.
pitch in this movie.
It's weird.
Yeah, I thought I was the
It's
only one. I was like, I
weird.
just thought maybe I'm fucking wrong on Brie Larson. Maybe this is how she's always sounded. Nah, she don't sound like that in Kong.
have these memories.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't
it's
like it.
weird, man.
yeah,
It's weird. Like
maybe she's
I'm-
really tired.
I'm
jet
fully
lagged.
giving it the benefit of the doubt.
She don't fucking whisper like he's doing, but it's just like she has a high pitched voice though.
Yeah, it's pretty intense.
Yeah,
It's pretty
this-
intense. I could see why they started with Samuel L. Jackson's voice
Oh right.
because
This fucking tea is just heating up my core, and it's all just going.
yeah,
to my head.
you're straight fucking Nixoning
It's
over
like-
Next
here.
time we'll
Fuck,
go
dude.
iced tea next time.
so much pressure I'm under.
Yeah, I know you got to be careful too because you got a fan watching,
Yeah,
Yeah, bro,
And,
you get it. You know.
and let's just say you ain't handling the sugar too well already.
Yeah, maybe you should have went sugar free.
yeah,
Maybe you should have aced the sugar.
Maybe yeah,
You know, just cut the sugar. Easy on the gulps, man. Easy on the gulps, big guy.
Anyways,
It was
Uh,
So we're not
I
not
liked-
about Captain Marvel.
Well,
then.
no,
no,
I
we
am.
are definitely
I am.
about.
We just
Captain
don't
Marvel.
like this first sort of what.
Nah,
you,
I mean,
No,
it
I
was
liked
good.
it. I liked
Yeah,
it. I
yeah,
dug
yeah,
it.
yeah.
They're just not trying to show a lot. Most of the movie takes place in space. They show like one clip from space, and it's like
Right.
her like looking out a window.
Yeah.
It doesn't show that. So obviously they're teasing
Brie
the hell out
Larson.
of it.
Samuel
It's just
L.
a really
Jackson,
long tease.
90s cars.
That's what it is. It's a really long
Done.
tease. They basically only give you what happens on Earth, but most of it takes place in space. So don't take much
Most
from
of
that
the
trip.
movie?
Yeah, most of the movie takes place in space.
Okay, so you think the trailer's from like a sort of middle
It's
sort
a
of
tease,
portion?
so it just kind of shows you everything that happened on Earth.
Oh, so you think it's just a supercut, more or less?
No,
Yeah,
I
it's a
think that.
super
Yeah,
duper
I think
cut.
most of the movie is going to be her trying to figure out her past, like who she was before
Yes.
this shit.
No,
Accident.
what I mean, like, yeah, what I mean is literally Kevin Feige said most of the movie takes place in space.
Oh, okay.
That's,
So
that's what
she
I'm referring to.
accidentally goes to Earth then?
Yeah, remember
looks
she
like it.
falls.
She
She
falls
falls,
in
in like
Blockbuster.
the Hulk.
Oh, right.
That's where the
like when he
Hulk-
fell from Ragnarok?
And he fall every time he fall. Like every movie, they have this full fall from something into a building, and then
And
he's
then
like,
there's a giant crater.
then he's naked. It's like the only time he's naked is when he falls to a roof. You ever notice that?
Yeah, well, it's
because they could cover him.
all these roofs are perverted, man. They're just taking off his clothes.
All these roofs are like, yeah, that's right. Dude. We'll
Hulk,
take it.
yeah.
All the rubble is like taking his clothes off, and then someone comes and they're like, oh shit, go.
Yeah,
And then he's
exactly.
like waking up and shit.
I feel very violated.
I don't know what's wrong, but it's my ass hurts.
wrong. Oh my god.
So, here's a trailer I do want to talk about. It's more of a teaser than anything.
Daredevil.
Yes, dude. Fucking y'all. Wilson Fisk coming
Yeah, dude.
back.
So happy about
Coming
that.
back.
What's funny
It's gonna be good.
is
It's gonna be really
just,
fucking
I
good.
just kind of rewatched
Yeah,
the
it is.
latter half of season 1 of
I
Daredevil.
just started kind of like rewatching it the other day, falling asleep too, just because I want to see Wilson Fisk again.
And I skipped to a particular scene because it's actually like my favorite scene in all of Daredevil's and all of its seasons, which is I think it's episode 8 or episode 9, the beginning sequence where he's just slowly doing his buttons, and then he's slowly putting on his clothes very
Oh,
methodically.
and he's staring at the
He starts
wall.
with his breakfast.
That's my favorite one
and then
too.
he
Yes.
looks in the mirror and then he sees the
Oh.
kid, and then he goes back before he turns off the light. He looks back in the mirror and it's still the kid. And he just
Yes.
turns off the light and then goes to the Daredevil opening sequence. That is such a dope scene.
Yeah.
So the fact that the tease went back to that slow buttoning of his clothes, I was like, oh fuck yeah.
Because you know what I like about Daredevil is like they know what we like,
Exactly.
and they're gonna give
Yeah,
us
they
it.
do it really
Yeah.
well.
Yeah,
they
they're
do it.
gonna
They
give
do
it
it
to
the
Like
best.
they
man.
knew
Well,
that
I mean,
that
it
was one of the
it's
dopest
the OG
scenes.
though, isn't it?
What do
Huh?
you mean?
Like in terms of like the Netflix, or was Jessica Jones?
No, it
No,
is.
it was
It's
yeah.
the OG.
Daredevil.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It was Daredevil. Yeah,
Yeah.
In
it's
terms
the
of
best
these
one.
Netflix series, anyway.
I think he's gonna be murdering motherfuckers finally,
Yeah.
Yeah, you think he's gonna take it to the next level?
Finally
Oh,
got rid of
that's
that
what it seems like.
stupid red outfit.
which is cool too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hate that
Well,
red
he's gonna
outfit.
get another one because
Probably.
that
He's
guy.
going black.
What's his name? I forget his name. I think it's like Buzzsaw or something they call him.
I just
But
want him to say
He's
in
an
the black
actual
outfit.
character. That guy who's like retarded who makes his handy whatever the fuck I have to say.
Well, yeah, but Marvel Netflix actually legitimately kind of is irritating me at this point. I was telling you about it, where all the characters don't dress anything like the fucking comic
yeah,
books.
and I like
because
that.
they
though.
try to do this realistic tone, but it's like it's too much. It's like
Sometimes, yeah.
fuck. Like, well, it's sometimes they do it 90% of the time. The only character.
No, I'm saying sometimes, in my opinion, is too much. I don't think it's always too
right.
much.
Yeah, no, it's not always too much.
Like Jessica Jones is dead
you
on.
don't need to have Scarlet Witch looking like Scarlet Witch in the comic. You could,
You could,
that would be
but
kinda
it-
nice,
I think-
but make it more,
it would kind of look like a porno.
Yeah, and it would also be kind of corny too because her
Yeah.
outfit was kind of
Exactly. So that is a good rendition.
Exaggerated
But
and shit.
Marvel Netflix, just like every single character, it's like I don't even feel like I'm watching a comic book series. I want to at some level feel like I'm watching a comic book show. You know, like give me something that has a semblance of a comic book show.
right.
And so the one character that I think that's actually the exception to that is I actually like the black outfit of Daredevil a lot better than his red devil outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. It's fucking sick. You know that?
Well,
hallway
because you have
fight-
to
I mean-
explain why he decides to wear a corny ass outfit.
In a practical sense, it makes more sense. You can hide better with a black outfit than you can with
Makes a
something
lot
that's
more
a little
sense,
bit,
yeah.
on the redder side of things.
I mean, why doesn't he just get a black devil outfit? Because it was bulletproof. So
God, that would be dope.
yeah,
That would be dope.
something like.
but
fucking
I don't think they'll ever
badass.
do that.
Yeah, he doesn't have an R&D department like someone,
He
Someone
might.
else.
He might do it in the next one.
What'd you guys-
At the end of the season, he might.
What'd you guys think
get a
about
new suit.
the Dark Phoenix?
I think the Dark Phoenix is about to be raw.
Yeah.
You think so?
I mean, I like the X-Men movies, so I'm expecting
I
it
think
to
has
be
potential.
like the X-Men movies. You know what I mean? Like you have to go into it expecting what the other movies are like. Like a lot of people didn't like Apocalypse,
That was the last one, right?
and I loved it. Yeah, I hella
When
liked
did that
it.
come out again?
It was, I don't know, like a year or two ago. It was the last
Was it a
one.
year or
though.
two? Or what's
Olivia
about-
Munn was dope.
Well, I thought
Who?
it was like a little bit.
I did not like her. She was like my least favorite of that because she can't act, bro. She's a horrible actress and she's not that pretty. I said
Yeah. You know, she was on
He said
Instagram and really rude. Really
it.
rude.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
seems like a
Really
bitch,
rude.
dude, in real
she
life.
She was pushing these candle products, right? And so and
She's
so,
like, just get it.
and so you can tell she was pushing it. She was like in Hawaii or something, and they were like from Hawaii. And I'm pretty sure the dude who was recording it was the candle maker, because he was kind of helping her out in this like
Yeah.
Instagram story. And I can't remember his name. Let's say his name was like Trevor or something, even though that's not a Hawaiian name. So you're Trevor. I'm Olivia Munn, and she's like, Trevor, because
I actually know a Hawaiian guy named
he
Trevor.
had this
but-
he had this like open glass container with these like nice pebbles to put the candle in, and she's
Fuck
like,
yeah.
Trevor, do we have to put it? Do they have to put it in this type of thing? And he's like,
What a
Um,
dick.
well, no, that's not the dick thing, because it's supposed to be like a spiritual thing. So I
Oh,
think she was
okay.
just kind of asking that, and he was like, no, just somewhere where it's safe to put a candle. And she's like, that's that. Okay, that's a little bit obvious, Trevor. Like, obviously, they're gonna not put it somewhere where it's dangerous. And I was like, "What the fuck? That is so rude."
Maybe she's trying to be funny.
like at that point, I was like, "All right, I'm done with my crush here. Like, I'm moving on to my
I'm
next
over
celebrity.
it,
You
bitch.
seem hostile.
Scarlett Johansson, come over here."
Oh my god.
I when I saw Hannibal Buress, this is pretty funny. He has this thing where he goes to a lot of he said like when he started getting big as a comedian, he got invited to his first celebrity party, and there was a lot of people there. It was one of those mountain mansion houses. Anyways,
Right.
so there's a
House
line.
in the hills.
In the hills.
Yeah, there's a line for the bathroom. And
In a house in the hills.
All the girls waiting in that
and
line.
so
for
he's
that
in the line,
man.
and then Scarlett Johansson gets out of the bathroom, and she starts walking toward him, going down the hallway.
Oh, I hope she didn't
and
poop.
he's like, this is my chance. Like, this is my chance. This is my chance. It's Scarlett Johansson finally. And he said the only thing that actually came out of his mouth was Scarlett.
I would have did the same thing.
And then like she just kind of like looked at him really weird and like just kept on walking. He's like, Scar.
Oh my god.
Like he was like
That's
to
so
this day
funny.
he was like, I have no idea why that sound came out of my mouth, but he was like, he was like, my mind freaked out and I was just like, Scarlett.
Could you imagine going? What if like she came out of the bathroom after right before you,
casual
and
stuff.
and it was shit.
I was just like, damn, dude, you stunk this shit up.
It would be ruined.
I'd be like, wow.
Would
Every
it
time,
ruin
every
it?
time I see her in a movie, I'd be like, man, I just think about that stinky
Yeah.
bathroom.
Or would it calm down your nerves and would you have more confidence to talk
man,
to her?
she's so human, she could stank up
about
a
that.
bathroom.
it would ruin. It would make me be
at a
like,
house party in LA in the hills.
It'd ruin it for that night. But I mean, I'd be able to talk to her. But only reason I'd be able to talk to her is because I'm like, oh, she got a shitty asshole.
You ain't gonna eat that butt.
This bitch got a shitty asshole tonight.
Yeah. Okay. So that would be a
Can't
problem.
even think about eating that butt tonight.
Yeah, okay. So that's so then it would be.
That's
a
where
problem
the
for you.
problem
would it be a problem for you?
Yeah.
Would it be
Otherwise, I'd be like,
I mean,
dang.
it would be kind of like
I'd be looking at that.
I would
toilet
never
like,
forget it. I would
you just
never
gotta-
forget it.
Fucking view of that puss.
You would
dude.
never forget it.
Wait, what? What? No, I wouldn't forget. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. But yeah, stinky bathroom, man. Well, I'm trying to take a piss and I'm just like,
If it's your first like impression, like
breathe
first
and
time,
shit.
I'm just imagining like this encounter now where like Sean
I'm just
does,
like, use it for breathe.
well, no,
Fuck.
where Sean does go to
Be
an encounter. He
courteous.
goes up to Scarlett Johansson and he's like, "Hey, I just did the same thing." She's like, "What are you talking?" He's like, "I just took a shit too." You
I
know?
just
I
bombed
know
that
you did. She's like,
bathroom.
"No, that was the person before me."
I was like, yeah.
It's like, so you just basked in it? It was that potent? It's like,
oh my god. Like,
I don't buy it. I
What's
don't
the
buy it.
rules on
I don't buy
on
it.
shitting at a Hollywood party?
Don't do it.
Shit before
'cause
you
a lot
go.
Of coke,
Don't
you know,
do
they
it.
do a lot of cocaine.
take some Gas X.
I think you find like a bathroom.
There's got to be a
bedroom,
shit
bedroom
designated
bathroom. You
bathroom.
find a
bedroom,
bed- yeah,
private,
yeah.
master bedroom, bathroom.
Yeah, you find one of those.
You go up to the
find one of
host, you
those.
say, "Dude, I gotta take a shit.
It's like, hey, I
Yeah,
gotta take a mess.
Which bathroom do I take a shit in?"
yeah.
They say,
Is there a, bath- is
It's
there a
Hollywood,
basement
bro.
bathroom?
"It's Hollywood. We have a bunch of fucking women slaves up there waiting for you to shit on their chest." Oh yeah, I forgot. It's a Harvey
the
Weinstein
cameras are rolling.
party.
Oh gosh.
Hey, good one.
What is we'll start with you, Reed. So you're at your first Hollywood party. Your DJing career really took off in a good way.
DJing.
Yeah, it hasn't started yet, obviously. And you see okay, your gaming career went off in such a way
You're a
that it
Twitch.
got you to
So I'm
Hollywood.
DJing. I'm a DJ on Twitch.
Okay. All right. So, what is the one celebrity that is not big enough of a celebrity, but still a celebrity that where you're comfortable enough to talk to her and you have the confidence?
Has to be a her.
Yeah, okay, or guy. So, which one are you trying to hook up
Oh,
with?
so that's the theme. They're the get.
We're
the
liberal.
get at you.
I guess it's a liberal podcast. So
We just
we're
didn't
fine with
know.
that.
We just did not know.
So the criteria is someone that's like up
Someone
and
that you can still hold your
coming.
water
Someone you
to.
have a crush on is the
Someone I
point.
can hold my water to.
That you would still be confident with, like,
Oh.
if it was Megan Fox, I'm gonna call you and say, BS. You probably wouldn't be that confident with.
I
Megan
would be
Fox.
with Megan Fox. I'd be like, you stupid bitch.
Okay, well then you just wouldn't be hitting on her.
Yeah.
You'd just be.
It might work though. She might be into that. You know what I mean? Like, you dumb bitch.
All right, so which one that you would have confidence with?
That's a really good question.
I know. Thank you.
Who would I be confident?
We'll go to you next, Sean.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
I mean,
first.
like what I'm thinking about is like it doesn't
I
matter
know.
like how big on a scale. Like sometimes you could argue that the people that are like up and coming have a bigger like ego about themselves
Sure.
than people up here.
But I'm talking about your
Um,
comfort.
My comfort,
Yeah.
like something. I don't know. I don't know what her name is. Fuck. That's a good question. I'm not sure.
All
I
right,
may
well,
have
you
to
think-
pass.
look up her
come back
name.
to you.
I'll think. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
look up her
All
name.
right, and then here's who I would. Melissa Villasenor.
Who's that?
Who's that?
You know who the fuck that is, dude. Saturday Night
Melissa,
Live.
Melissa V Comedy.
My crush, dude.
Yeah, look her up on Instagram, Melissa V.
I would have confidence with her
Comedy.
because it's like I know her, dude. Like we're best friends.
No, I could see you guys actually meshing well. I could see that. I
Thank
could
you.
see that
Yeah,
happening.
me and her. Yeah,
Um,
you see that? Bro said it.
Yeah, no, it can happen for
Me
you
and you
too.
would be good together.
It pulled up Melissa McCarthy. Who are you talking?
Melissa Villaseñor, bro.
Melissa
She doesn't get
McCarthy.
that many skits, to be honest. But yeah,
Oh, I see. I just.
I
got
would.
it.
I think that like out of everybody, I wanted to say Kaylani, but no way, I would not have confidence with Kaylani because I would talk to her, but like, you know, I
Yeah,
don't think
no,
I
I
would.
think.
But with like Melissa Villaseñor, I feel like I could just talk to her.
well, because she also just looks hella cool.
right, she's just normal. Like,
Yeah.
she's more normal.
Anyways, we're reporting from the eye of the storm right now.
I know. This
I don't know why he keeps
turbulence.
doing that.
And these
I don't
headphones
think
are
they can hear
ridiculous.
it.
No,
Yeah, I
I
don't
think
checked.
they
They
can.
can.
Anyways,
They can't.
Oh yeah, that's
Um,
good then.
but
But yeah, she would be. She would definitely be one. And then I mean, I do still want to say Kaylani because like, I feel like no, you know who actually I would. That's other than Melissa Villaseñor, but someone I feel like if I met, I wouldn't be that. I'd be uncomfortable with all these people probably when I first meet them. But is Zendaya too, the girl from the Spider-Man movies.
oh yeah, she's dope.
She's cool
dope.
too, and
Yeah, yeah.
I'd probably just be able to like just joke around with her and shit. But like
Yeah.
especially Melissa Villaseñor, because from the podcast she was on,
Yeah,
and she's just more.
she has a really cool personality.
Yeah,
Her
personality.
impersonations are hella funny.
She does great in impersonations, dude. Like hella good.
The one of Sim City that she did.
It was hella funny, hella funny.
Hey, I live in Germany and it's 5 a.m.
Hey,
Okay, I mean I can't test the validity of that, but
Guten
cool,
Morgen,
cool.
Guten Morgen.
What part?
did
What
you,
part of Germany
is that-
specifically? What part of Germany?
Did I say that right? Guten,
do you know your
Guten
girl
Morgen.
yet?
Yeah, but I think it's a little bit higher out of the league than.
Just say
than
it.
him.
Say it.
Do you know who Danae Garcia is?
Let me see it.
Let me see it.
She's in Fear the Walking Dead.
No, she's freaking cute though.
Yeah. Well, I follow her on Instagram. She seems super
Oh,
personable,
her.
super friendly, and like
How old is
approachable.
she?
I'm not sure.
Tell her to put some fucking lotion on her forehead. What happened here?
What?
She got a rash on her head.
That's-
Cool.
Probably
I
zombie
got it
blood,
right,
dude.
Fuck yeah.
Guten Morgen.
No.
Anyways.
Guten Morgen.
Guten
Oh
Morgen.
yeah, so something else that happened on Twitch recently though is so they used to have the talk show section and the IRL section, but they split up the IRL, which means in real life section, up into like cooking,
Is that
arts
what the
and
fuck
crafts.
IRL
They-
means?
yeah, in real life IRL. But they've also included it's talk shows and podcasts now exclusively.
Oh,
It's
that's
not
what's
just
up.
like talk
That's
shows where
tight.
people go to usually just talk because there's a difference between talk shows and just chatting. So if like there's someone just chilling by themselves just talking, then they go to a separate channel. So like our channel is more exclusively to like stuff like this, which is cool.
Yeah.
And we can put hashtags in our Twitch thing.
Cool. Maybe we
which
talk
is also
about
cool.
this in our meetings, not on air, dude.
So
Damn, I dropped
Yeah, that's
so,
what you get for making fun of my fucking life.
Okay, Bruce,
bro.
it's you.
Okay, so no, you've left the Hollywood party
Motherfucker.
now. You've mine's Melissa McCarthy, obviously. I'm joking. It's Jennifer Lopez.
I mean, hell no, dude. Jennifer Lopez would be like, what do you like? I bet you she's such a bitch.
she doesn't
What?
seem very personable at all.
Yeah, dude, she's too
Have
fucking.
you ever followed her on
But
Instagram?
I think if you,
She's
No, I
so
don't.
self-absorbed.
That's what I
in
mean.
what she is. Like, it's crazy.
I'm sure, like
Everything
she's
is
a
about
good
her.
person and everything, but like not if you're an average Joe.
Yeah.
Like in real life, she's
Yeah.
not gonna want anything to do. With you.
Okay, so you've left the Hollywood party now, and you were really drunk, and you're in the hills. You got lost. You couldn't find your car. You found yourself in a cave. There's an animal.
Is this swingers?
Nope. Nope. It's an animal now. Now you're in a real bind because the animal's between you and the exit. So, Reed, first to you. What is the biggest animal that you can take on in this cave 1v1?
Are you in a cave now? So
Yeah.
you went into a cave like a fucking idiot.
Well,
we went
you're gonna be
spelunk, we
next
got
going into the
drunk and
cave.
did some and now we're going spelunking
Uh-huh.
because we don't have a car, we don't have anywhere to go, we don't have our cell phone, we're
Uh-huh.
trapped.
I don't
So
know what
we're-
splunking means. It sounds
It
sexual.
means exploring caves.
No, yeah. So, what's the biggest animal?
The biggest
You can take
Animal?
on 1v1 to get out of the cave.
I mean, there's a lot of shit that could fuck you up. That's even what would be in a cave that would try to fuck me
You
up?
don't have to think about
you don't have
it
to think
living
about
in
the
a
science
cave.
of it. Just it's
Just
it's
an
between
animal
What could
that-
I take
survival.
on?
Yeah, what can you take on?
It doesn't even have to be big. It's just whatever's the
Yeah.
biggest one to you.
Yeah,
The biggest
The
one
most
to
ferocious.
The
me.
biggest
most
one, I mean,
ferocious.
that you
The
would
most
be able
threatening
to
one.
fight.
Well, I'd probably be able to take on something like
I'll take on an
like
elephant.
a possum, like an armadillo, something
Armadillo?
something without giant canines that could rip me
I
apart.
wouldn't be able to take on no armadillo.
No dogs. Like I'm thinking of feasibility. Like I
armadillo.
can't take on a.
You could just like grab
Wolf,
the
not
tail of
lion.
the armadillo and just swing it out of
Yeah, I
the
guess you're
way.
right. Yeah, you could. Or
Pop it
just,
up. You
could
can take
easily
on a
like,
bear. You can
let
take
it
on
roll
anything.
up into a ball and
Kick it
kick
like
We
it.
really
Yeah.
suck in the wild as humans.
Yeah, yeah.
I would take on yeah, dude. It's hard because I don't want no canines coming at me.
No.
And people are talking like possums aren't fucking vicious, but they're fucking vicious. So I take on a scorpion.
Fucking scorpion, but you just squash that shit, bro.
Exactly. That's why I'd fucking beat it.
I'm
You.
fucking up a possum.
Oh,
possum?
he's really going for it.
I mean, you could kick a possum, but
That's all I'm doing. I'm just kicking.
kick
but
a possum in the.
it's probably
in the
gonna come
potty.
back at you a lot. Like you're gonna have to.
It's just
really
gonna
kick it.
hiss at you, dude.
No, it's
But
gonna.
you're
you-
gonna get one good blow to the head. It's gonna happen.
I would just try to.
That possum's
stomp
gonna
on
jump
it.
up.
No way.
It's gonna fucking.
I die before the possum dies. There's no way that possum gets
Yeah, I
me
mean, what
dead.
if you trip and bust your head on a rock,
Gonna drop kick your ass.
and then you get knocked out just for a couple seconds? But in those
I'm
couple
just, like,
of
imagining
seconds,
this
possum
possum,
goes
like-
to your
like-
neck and
like-
it's
Like sitting on its
Yeah.
hind legs, like squaring up with me. Like,
Possum taking a
and, like,
bite.
it's intimidating me, so I back up, and then I trip on a rock and hit my head.
and then you're out, and then the possum's just like this.
I wake up and I'm like tied down. There's,
and the
like, a
possum's
family.
eating a cold can of beans.
Just look at me. So you've waken up. Huh?
I ain't done with you yet.
Oh shit, that's good. That's a good one.
Okay, so you've survived the armadillo. You survived the scorpion.
All right, this continues.
You've left the cave. You are now a little bit more sober since you sweat out your great fights with the armadillos and scorpions. And a celebrity dude comes up to you. He's like, "Hey, I got a party. I want you to come with me." What celebrity dude do you trust to have the greatest 5 a.m. binge with going into the morning?
Ooh, a 5 a.m.
Yeah, because
binge.
it's after the party. It's already 3:40,
Is
so
it-
you
you're
know this
still in
one's
the
going out.
hills.
And he's in his car. You know, you're going to a
He
different
drives by
location.
and says, "Hey," throws 2 ninja stars, takes the ropes off of your wrist.
Yeah, exactly. I'll
Okay.
save you from that possum. Let's get out of here.
I got somewhere for you to go.
What celebrity are you choosing?
I don't know. I'd have to think about this. You should start with Sean.
I don't know. I have to think about this. You should start with Sean. I think. All right, a male celebrity who knows how to party like it's 1999.
Mm-hmm.
Prince.
Oh wow.
Abe
Lincoln.
Fuck, that's hard, dude. It's hard because there's so many. Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber.
Yeah, you know why?
Why?
Because he said, "It ain't that hard. It ain't that hard to choose." That song. I said, "You see me in the thing, but let me come over, and I'm a honey and tears."
So
Isn't that-
J.
isn't that
That's not a
Justin
bad
Bieber?
choice.
What
Yeah,
song?
that is. That is.
Yeah, it's J Beebs,
So you're hanging out with JB.
and he does a lot of drugs. So,
so you're choosing JB.
and he's got bitches. So yeah,
okay. Okay, I can see it. All right, go ahead.
plus they're gonna,
Yeah.
you know, they're gonna come to him. The bitches, you know, they're gonna be like, "Hey,
Oh.
Justin
Oh.
That's interesting.
Justin Bieber."
So
this guy actually, I think he's authentically choosing.
I don't know. That's all I can think
Well-
of. I've had Justin Bieber on my mind because of that song, and I was like, you know what? This song isn't that bad.
Oh
No,
god.
Sean is choosing
I
Justin
don't
Bieber.
like it. Okay, but that's fine.
No,
It's fine.
All right, you won't you pick Reed? You've had like an hour.
Oh, why don't I pick? Yeah.
Whoever Reed picks, they're gonna be like, never mind, get out of my car, we're done.
Yeah, I don't know. I want to say
Jeff Goldblum.
that's a good one.
That
You
is
want
an
to switch your
interesting
answer? You wanna
That's
switch
a
your
good one.
answer,
Yeah, I might
bruh?
pick
You
Jeff
wanna switch
Goldblum
your
because
answer, bruh?
only
That
reason
you
is
just
because
open this game up, bro.
the whole time on the way there, I'm like, what the fuck are we getting into with Jeff Goldblum? Like, and his attitude would just be like, just imagine. He'd be like, we're going to have, I can't do a Jeff Goldblum
It's a
impression.
hard one to do.
But he'd just be like, we're going to have a good time. He just would have that little smirk on his face.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah.
also has a lot of women that love him and admire him.
Yeah. There's a lot about raptors too.
Does he?
Yeah.
Are you being real?
Have you seen Jurassic Park? It's a joke.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why would you
Yeah,
ask
yeah,
me
yeah,
that?
yeah,
Really?
Because I did.
Really?
I was like,
because I am very
is
concerned.
that how
about
we got? Is
raptors.
that how we got the role?
I've heard there's a lot of raptors in LA. It would be nice to have a.
He would say,
companion.
Like the truck.
There's a party that's never stops.
Is that
That's
your
my Jeff Goldblum
It's
impression.
It's like a 4. It's like a 4.
Life.
You know what it
fuck,
is?
finds
the,
a way.
The us are a
Man.
little bit too loud. His us are like, you see that? Like they're like a little bit more subtle.
And he always has gum in his mouth.
Yeah, and he always does it confidently, like he's chewing.
God,
it
I
into a
love Jeff
smile.
Goldblum.
He's so cool.
He's
That's
good.
what.
He's so
If you were
cool.
to ask me what like male celebrity I'd want to be, it would be Jeff Goldblum
It'd be
because
Jeff
he's
Goldblum.
fucking cool.
Because he's also just a really good actor too.
He's a great actor.
Like he killed the Grandmaster role.
Yeah, he did. The
I
little
love that
with his
role.
facial expressions.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
his little. Like when he's like, he's like, anywhere else I'd be millions of years old, but here I'm just. He can't even do it,
Oh
but you know
my
what I mean?
God.
Like that little smirk he does.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, he's so fucking good, dude.
That's good.
He's so good, brothers.
So do you got your dude yet?
So now you're Jeff Goldblum. Did you say who you?
No, I haven't.
You haven't?
No.
All right, you go.
I think I'm choosing I don't know who I'd choose.
All right.
It's a tough one. It really is a tough one.
Okay, I got one then.
I'm kind of like on basketball players.
I know that's what I was thinking too, but it's just too easy.
They're
so I
they're
didn't.
too healthy.
No.
Like I feel like they're going to bed.
Nah. No, I don't know. Say that.
Yeah.
Tell that to Lamar Odom.
I guess DeMarcus
That's
Cousins is
different.
gonna be, like, the
Hey,
weight.
Angie, holler.
Throwing a bunch of like
Hey.
threes.
I got one.
I
Who would? Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say Post Malone.
Post.
I think that would be interesting.
It's not a bad one. Yeah.
Why Post Malone?
I assume that he's like out like all over the fucking
Yeah.
place with like pretty like diverse crowds.
I'd want to kick it with Mac
doing,
Miller.
like smoking, chilling, drinking,
Is
doing
that too
whatever.
soon?
Snoop Dogg.
Snoop.
Yeah.
Superloop.
Snoop Dogg. I want to hang out with Snoop Dogg because you know how cool those conversations would be.
Yeah.
Those would be dope conversations because you just have like decades.
He would not want
Of
to kick it with us,
cultural
though.
knowledge.
He hates the whites.
He doesn't hate the whites.
He hates them.
Snoop.
He tolerates them.
What about fucking? All right, I got one. So same situation. All right, you're an idiot stuck in the hills. Who is a celebrity, male or female, that drives up, says, "Hey, bro, come and get in the car. We're gonna have ourselves a time." That you're gonna be like, "I'll pass." Who are you not gonna be kicking it with?
Matthew Perry.
Because you're like Matthew Perry. What the fuck?
It's like fucking Matthew, like 90s Matthew Perry.
What the fuck are you doing?
Dude.
Even alive.
Dude. Yeah, dude. Matthew fucking Perry.
That's not a
Have
bad
you seen those
answer, though.
memes? Like, God damn it. That happens every show.
No, it doesn't. But you know what? We just had a rolling earthquake. Welcome to California.
You could just sit on it. Dude, why'd you let it drop again?
Yeah, dude,
just
there's
dropped.
people but
Yeah.
underneath us. They
Yeah.
got church tomorrow.
Yeah, they got church.
I'm thinking Kanye West.
Kanye West. You're not actually going in the car with Kanye West.
Fuck no, dude. Because I don't know what the fuck Kanye West wants me to do to his balls. I have a feeling he wants guys doing stuff to his balls.
You really think so? You get that? You get that vibe?
No, I get that he's weird as fuck. And I know that he likes
I just don't think that conversation would be enjoyable at all.
That's what I mean. Like, it just, like, you wouldn't even be able to get a word in edgewise. He would get in the car and be like, "Hey, man, what do you think about this?" And as soon as you start talking back, "Let me tell you what I think." Like, the whole time he would just be talking. Before you get there, you'd be like, "Oh, man, I can't believe I got in it." I'd jump out of the car like fucking Steve Carell in That one romantic comedy movie that I can't think of the name of, so I shouldn't have brought it up.
Romantic comedy? Is it Finding a Friend for the End of the World?
No,
or whatever?
it wasn't.
Crazy
It wasn't that.
Stupid
But yes,
Love.
that one.
Oh, yeah.
Where his wife like tells him that she was cheating on him,
Julianne Moore.
and he's just like, I love that part. And he just jumps out of the fucking car.
Yeah, he just jumps out of the car.
He doesn't even jump. He just date night. Is it date night?
No,
I don't
it's
know,
It's
but-
Crazy
That's
Stupid
another
Love.
movie.
It's the one
Yeah.
with what's her name's in
It's
it.
Crazy Stupid Love.
Yeah, and isn't what's her name in it?
Ryan
From-
Gosling and the
Oh,
redhead chick.
yeah,
Yeah.
because there's,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a
oh my
good
God.
fucking movie, man.
It's a good movie. I like that movie.
Classic.
One of those.
Yeah.
those.
Okay. All right. So, you do these binges. You do your binge with Justin Bieber. You do your binge.
And
with,
I hate Justin Bieber, I should say.
You do. Wait.
Just
who are you
thinking
doing
he
your
knows how
binge
to
with?
party.
Guess-
No, I said
guess
Jeff
Post
Goldblum.
Malone.
Post Malone.
I changed mine to Jeff Goldblum.
Okay.
remember?
All right. Well, no,
I
you're
just
still
feel like
doing
I don't know if
Justin
I could
Bieber.
tolerate him though.
So it's 1 p.m. You haven't slept yet. You just got dropped off. You're kind of next to your hotel. Not really.
This is really long. and
But
extensive.
you are feeling really that moral hangover. You are feeling it.
Those are the worst ones.
You are feeling it.
okay.
You are feeling it.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
You go into the hotel lobby. You go to the coffee shop just to sit the hell down and just calm your nerves down.
I would've
from
gone to
all
my
the
room, but
drugs
yeah.
and everything like that. There's a celebrity sitting next to you.
Dude, this is a magical time in LA here.
Yeah, it is. It is. You can't believe it.
And
You can't
everyone's so
believe it.
friendly too.
Yeah,
It's
you
so
can't believe it.
weird.
And you just need some like good old talking to, like spiritual freaking healing from the sin, the galore of sin you did the night before. Who do you want to hear that talk from?
Did I have to pick Justin Bieber to kick it with?
Yeah.
All right, then. Jeff Goldblum. Who else
That's
would I
good.
want to talk to
That's
other than
good.
Jeff Goldblum in that situation?
That's hella funny. Morgan Freeman.
No.
Oh,
I wouldn't
what?
want to because I see Morgan Freeman in interviews and he's really just an old fucking
Oh,
man.
I forgot about that. He's actually pretty terrible in person.
Yeah, like he's just an old.
he also just says bad things.
Yeah, because he's just an old guy, dude.
Yeah.
And when you see him, you're like, yeah, you're just old. You're an old motherfucker.
Yeah, that's true. That's really true about him. I always
Yeah,
forget
dude. So that would be
It's
a,
really
a
disappointing.
lame conversation, dude.
Yeah.
And he would just be like, back
You'd
in
be like,
my
"I
day."
hear you, Jonathan."
That was a great Morgan Freeman impersonation. I hear you.
I hear you, Jonathan.
He would
I
just
can't do it.
narrate the conversation. at the
Jonathan
airport.
Bruce.
Mor-
I can't-
Morgan
I know
sat
if
down
he did
next
that,
to
I wouldn't mind
Jonathan.
that. Like that's what I would actually not mind if he just kind of used his voice. I would
I
just
need
kind of
someone-
close my eyes and just drink the coffee.
I need someone to make change my sadness into happiness, and that's why I feel like Jeff Goldblum would be able to put that into
Just like
perspective.
give me a good speech. Good
Yeah,
pep
dude.
speecher.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Hmm.
you know who I kind of want to change my kick it with too. Like,
Natalie Portman. I'm gonna say Natalie Portman.
I'd say Natalie Portman.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Natalie Portman. I feel like she's got some
Scoff.
wisdom.
you guys are
He has
weird.
some wisdom.
Hey,
huh?
you're the one who hang out with Justin Bieber the last night. I don't feel bad about.
Well,
hanging
it's
out
either
with
yeah,
him.
he
Justin
got some
Bieber-
Canadian wisdom.
Justin Bieber or
Ooh, Jim Carrey.
John Wick.
Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey would just be so existential.
Yeah, that would
You
that
know,
would be interesting.
Oh, it's like you can't really attach yourself to last night.
Yeah.
Dude,
Last
I would be
night
feeling
you were-
so low after that. I'd be like, dude, okay,
think
I
you
don't
would
want to go
to
and
the
read Nietzsche,
hotel
okay?
feel room,
I
like,
get it
feeling
exists.
worse.
It's just depressing.
Kate Blanchett. Yeah,
Ah,
I
yeah,
can see
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I can see
But
that.
I'm thinking Keanu Reeves would be fun to hang out
Yeah, I
with.
was about to say Keanu Reeves.
He's fucking always partying.
It would be hard to be in a bad mood.
But he's like the house you left.
yeah,
like Keanu
yeah,
Reeves
he's
threw
house
the
you
party.
left, Yeah,
And then you left and then ran into the cave and I killed a scorpion and I woke up tied up somehow.
if I came
And
off
then you
the
found yourself
like,
back. He's like, oh, hey, Sean.
Yeah. And I'm like,
if
fuck.
some
I came
coffee.
off like the drug binge and I was like all wiry, I came back into the hotel room like at 1 p.m. and I saw Keanu Reeves there. I'd probably be like, "Are we okay? Are we okay?"
Like he's in a
It's
leather
like-
jacket. He's like,
He would probably
looking
I bet
down.
you dude, he'd be like completely fine too. Like
Yeah, he would.
I hate people like that can just do everything the night before and then just wake up and be like, "Oh, I'm good."
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, fuck you, dude.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Celebs.
Yeah.
Lots
Wait,
of
you didn't choose
celebs.
yours. So
I didn't. Wait, which one?
your healer. Who's your healer celebrity?
That's a really hard one. But I want to say like Jeff Bridges.
Jeff Bridges.
Not
dude.
bad, yeah.
The
Not
dude.
bad. Oh, why didn't any of us think of kicking it with
The Rock for the talk.
You would seem too over, like,
Nah.
you gotta do this, blah, blah.
Yeah, but,
I'm just
I mean, that's
like,
what
you
you
know,
need.
dude, I
That's what
need
you
something
need,
more
man.
somber.
No, you know who would hell be like that is Mark Wahlberg. You gotta,
Oh,
you gotta
dude,
be
Marky
the best.
Mark.
You gotta be the best of
You're
yourself.
like, no days off, bro. Look at my workout routine. It's 4 a.m.
That's
Nah,
all his
bro.
Instagram.
Will
Look at my
Smith.
Instagram.
We're the 4 a.m. team. 4 a.m. team.
I'd be kicking it with Will Smith.
Oh, Will Smith would be a dope one. Yeah,
He's super positive now. All
Yeah,
of a sudden,
he's really positive.
I guess he's always been, but
but now he puts a camera on it.
yeah, now there's cameras in front of him. But The Rock would be too. But there is something that Reed has a good point about The Rock because, man,
Rock is
when I
just
see
so
him on his
much-
page, it's just like, dude, you are so healthy. Your brain is too
Well,
happy.
Hannibal Buress last
like
night.
he's too happy. Like
He just-
Last
fuck.
night, Hannibal Buress put it perfectly
What a-
because he
what a
actually
thing,
did the
Global
movie
fans.
Baywatch with The Rock, and he said one of the nights they went back to a restaurant, and he said, "I chose a steak, The Rock chose a steak, and I was eating my steak, and I saw The Rock eating the same steak. I was like, that steak is doing something very different to his body than it is doing to my body. He was like, The Rock's metabolism is just like, yeah, we already done with it. Give us more steak. We already done with it. All right, yeah, your muscles are big already. He's like, this steak, like my body's just like,
Oh,
hey, what are our long-term goals here? What
Getting
are
the
we
meat
doing?
sweats and shit.
Yeah, it's
like,
overload.
Oh,
he's
dude.
just on another level.
oh,
on
he's so
another
healthy.
level.
I mean,
like
but
if he tried to give
Yeah,
you a
it's
pep
always
talk, it
intense.
would just be hard to relate to because it's like,
he's
dude,
too positive.
It's
That's
like,
what I'm
dude,
saying.
dude, you're on
But
another level of intensity
he's
in life.
executed his positivity to perfection.
No, I mean that's why he is where he is in life. It's
Yeah.
because he's been super positive. The Rock has been my fucking hero since I
I
was
loved
a
him when I was a
child.
kid.
Oh, yeah.
I had posters of
fucking
him on the
iconic.
wall and shit.
Yeah,
All that,
yeah.
all his toys, all that shit, dude.
Like that, the
his
bowl
song-
emblem.
Yeah, I used to try and be The Rock when we did backyard wrestling and his eyebrow.
Yeah, his eyebrow.
You know what I mean? Like, dude, he was just a legend. And then that's why one thing I love about The Rock is one that he's now been around since literally I was a child
Mhm.
until I'm a 30-year-old man.
Still doing it.
And it's like he didn't disappoint. You know what I mean? Like he's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it's tight.
Still
that-
getting better.
Yeah, it's tight that he's like hella nice and he's getting better. He's like
Yeah.
literally growing.
Taking like better
He's
roles.
like in his prime as far as acting goes.
Like
yeah.
Ballers was like a role that
It's
was
a
like
great-
pretty
dude, it's a
well
great-
made for him.
It's a great show, by the way.
Yeah.
Ballers.
Yeah.
It really is.
Been on
I
for a
knew
while.
he was going to be really good for the rest of his career once I saw the movie Walking Tall.
Yeah.
That
Oh, that's
movie,
such an old
like,
one.
Because
love
it
that
wasn't
movie.
bad. Like you knew,
was a
like,
good
and
movie.
well,
I
the
liked
thing
it
is
a
too, like
lot.
when you look back to The Rock, like you don't understand this when you're a kid because he's just The Rock. So you're thinking that this is just how he is, but or like you know what I mean. But he
Right.
was actually entertaining the whole time,
Right,
and
right,
so
right.
like he's basically been acting and entertaining, and I think he has like some kind of like self awareness that a lot of people don't when it comes to that like profession, man. And
Right.
Yeah.
he's able to fucking hey dude, like I bet you like having a production meeting with him is always good. You know what I mean? Even when he
Productive
disagree,
fucking-
yeah. Like you know what I mean? Like
I can see that.
Totally the opposite of having a production meeting with Edward Norton.
why is he a dick?
You haven't
Is he?
like
What? I haven't had one with
No.
him yet. No.
you haven't? Okay. Well, in my meetings with Edward, Eddie, as we call him.
I could
Ed-
see that he's
Eddie,
a dick.
The reason he lost the Hulk role is because he was just kind of a dick. And when they did the recent roast of Bruce Willis, everyone was ragging on him for how arrogant he is. Like one comedian was like, if you're ever at a party and you can't help but hear how great of an actor Edward Norton is at any Hollywood party, which is why they don't invite Edward Norton to parties anymore.
He just talks about himself.
Like he just talks about himself and he's hella arrogant. So like when he goes up to roast Bruce Willis, right? He gets emotional, talking about how like Bruce Willis was there for him. And hella people are taking shots at him about like losing the Marvel role and how great Marvel is now. And so he snaps back at one point. He's just like, he's like, all I requested of Marvel is that they their best screenplay match the worst screenplay of Christopher Nolan. Like no one laughed. And then like the next comedian who went up was like this old Italian greaseball fuck, and he was like, "Holy fuck, that guy's fucking arrogant." It's
Oh
like it
my
was hella
God.
funny. But he has a reputation of just being an absolute a-hole and
Huh.
hella arrogant a-hole. But But yeah, Edward
He's a
Norton.
pretty good actor though.
He's
I
great.
like Edward Norton.
He's
I
a great
do,
actor.
yeah.
But if you watch him talk,
He's a dick.
Yeah.
he is
Just all
hard
about himself.
ego. He is a hard.
because
He's on the
ego.
Eddie train.
It's because fucking the 25th Hour was so dope that
Yeah.
he's just like, well, I'm obviously the best actor of all time. Spike Lee made a movie with a white person, and I got to be the main guy.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
trying
true.
to think, what other Spike Lee movies have white people as the main character?
Not many.
There's all whites in that movie. They're only like black
an older
person
movie.
wasn't she was Puerto Rican, and it was Rosario Dawson.
It's been a while since I've seen that movie.
It's a
I
good
can't
fucking
remember.
movie. I could watch that
It
movie.
is a good movie though.
Again, and again. Love it. What's his name was in that movie?
Who?
Fucking that football player from the Ravens, fat fuck, Tony Saragusa,
Tony?
and he has like a
Saragusa.
Russian accent in it. He's like his
Really?
Russian bodyguard. Remember, like
Oh,
the dude who
jeez.
drives. He goes, oh, it's just a stupid dog. You need to
Wow.
watch it, Angie. Watch the 25th Hour. It's hella good movie. I mean, it's Spike Lee. Spike Lee's one of the best directors of all time.
Yeah.
I love Edward Norton too. I think most people do love Edward Norton.
Yeah, but yeah, I could see him being
But
a
it's off
dick.
screen.
But I bet you a
that
lot.
don't see.
You just actors are weird people. You have to imagine.
sometimes they are.
Yeah,
They don't have to be.
they don't have to be, but
yeah.
The Rock
like-
doesn't seem that weird.
well, but The Rock is
Mark Wahlberg's just a little bit obsessed.
The
with his
Rock is
body.
different, and Mark
They all
Wahlberg
are,
are
though.
two different
Will
people.
Smith
Like
isn't
Mark,
that weird.
like what's his name is a sports was like an athlete and a sports entertainer who became an actor, right?
Yeah.
And Mark Wahlberg was just a little brother of someone famous and was a racist guy throwing rocks,
He was a model.
throwing rocks at black people, calling them N words in Boston before he was famous. I don't know if y'all know
Oh,
that.
really?
Don't know if you ever heard that. Yeah, he got in trouble for that before he was famous. But anyways, we forgot about that because he started, taking pictures in his underwear.
Wait, who is this?
Yeah.
Mark Wahlberg.
Oh,
But then,
Mocky Mock.
yeah, dude, he's like a model, like, yeah, you know what I mean, a rapper who became an actor and shit. Like acting is just like came because he started getting paid for it and he just started doing it. But like I'm talking about people who are like Edward Norton, who are like actors, method actors.
okay. All right. So we have Joaquin Phoenix. He's weird.
Imagine trying to kick it with fucking what's his name?
Daniel Day-Lewis doesn't seem too weird.
No,
Seems
I bet
pretty
you he
normal.
would be
I bet-
because
yeah.
Daniel Day-Lewis goes. Remember
interesting.
when he made fucking Last of the Mohicans, he spent 3 months by himself on a ranch
Uh-huh.
and only ate what he killed and like
Yeah.
tried to live like hella organically on
Yeah.
by himself on a ranch.
Yeah.
And then he stays as Abraham Lincoln when he makes that movie or the whatever Lincoln.
Yeah.
And so like he really immerses himself in these roles. How is he not gonna be
Sort of-
strange, different, not
Yeah, eccentric.
Well, there's
sort of.
you seen the Jim Carrey documentary, Me and
Yeah,
Andy.
dude.
You've seen that, right?
That's
Me
a
and Andy.
fucking good.
So
one.
that's a pretty good insight into like what method actors have to go through. Where he
That's
talks
what I'm
about the
saying.
depression he goes through
That's what
after
I'm
because like
getting
he
at.
totally diluted all
Lost
his
it.
identity,
Yeah.
and so he didn't even understand like what Jim Carrey was anymore, and like the things he previously attached himself to after he was done method
it's hard to
acting.
imagine too. Yeah.
Gosh, that's intense, man.
Yeah.
That's hella intense. Like just like you like submerging yourself so much in another identity to the point where you get back to your other one, you see how artificial your other one was. Like that is
It
a
can- yeah.
crazy existential moment because now you're not just being like a philosopher of your life, you're actually realizing like how much your life is just like an artificial construction of things you tell yourself. Like I'm a Christian, I'm this
Right,
type of
all
male.
these things.
I do these type of things with my
Yeah.
friends. This is what I do. I handle my bills this way. And like when you revisit that and you're like, whoa, I literally just told all myself all those things because I don't
Yeah.
feel that anymore. That's crazy. That's a
That's
crazy
wild.
point to get to.
Right. And Jim Carrey's been super depressed. It's called, what's the name of that documentary? It's about the
Me and Andy, I want to say.
Yeah.
Me and
I think
Andy,
so.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or
It's
some
on,
shit.
it's on Netflix.
It's about when he played Andy Kaufman and he
For the movie Man on the Moon or
yeah,
whatever.
Yeah.
Andy Kaufman is like the old comedian who was in Taxi and whatever. You'll just
He was
check
crazy.
it out. But yeah, check it out because it is a good one. And you see a lot of shit that like went down in the even like Danny DeVito was like, dude, it's like Andy. Like
Yeah,
they
yeah,
felt
yeah.
I mean, he connected with Andy's parents and when he talked both of those. But yeah, when he talks like when Jim Carrey was doing this movie and he was basically being Andy on and off set, he would call Andy's dad
Mhm.
and talk to him like his dad. And Jim Carrey's like real dad is dead, but he would talk to him, but like still in the accent. Like when his dad was like, "Oh man,
yeah,
it's
that's where it got real.
yeah,
real
Well,
deep.
the part where it got super surreal was that Andy had a daughter, and the daughter never met Andy. So then
Right.
the daughter went to go visit Jim Carrey while Jim Carrey was playing Andy and still in character of Andy.
and they had like this
And
moment.
she went in the trailer, and he was like, there was this moment where
He thinks Andy was coming through him, and I believe it was. To be
Yeah.
honest, I
Yeah.
believe that there was some kind of connection there.
that's so weird, man. That's so weird.
God,
That's
it's
so strange.
That documentary is good, but I love fucking Jim Carrey. But Jim Carrey is one thing I like about Jim Carrey too is he is super depressed, but like he's really
so real. Remember when he went
really
to the,
real, and he's really into it, like his mind, and understands like that he's not like
the Fashion
necessarily
Week,
happy.
the Fashion Week interview he had?
Yeah,
Where she's like, "Why did you come here, Jim Carrey?" It's like a New York Fashion Week
and he's
thing. And
acting
he's
all
just like,
crazy.
I just thought of the most pointless thing to possibly go to, and this is it. This is the most meaningless thing we can ever do. It's all meaningless, and so I thought maybe I could just come to something meaningless like this. And she's like, "Well, it meaningless." She's like, "It's not meaningless, right? Like, there's people you look up to." And he's like, "Look up to? No. This is meaningless." Like it's hilarious
He's
how
super, like,
straightforward he
he's
is.
like Buddhist,
Yeah, he is. He really is. Very zen.
very.
What he's been focusing on lately is political cartoons. If you follow his
Oh,
Twitter,
really?
he posts like his last one was of Lindsey Graham.
Oh,
And
really?
he posts a big thing about it. Like he does those like weekly.
That's pretty
You should
awesome.
go look at his Twitter. That's
He
all
came
does.
out with a movie a few months ago. It's this
and
crime
there's a
drama.
series coming out on Showtime or something.
It looks really
Oh,
dark.
you know what I saw today? A trailer for a movie about the I think it's called mid '90s that Jonah Hill wrote and directed. I would need to check out, bro,
Really?
because it's all about the mid '90s.
Really? Jonah Hill wrote and directed
yeah,
it?
dude.
Oh, that's pretty dope. I really trust Jonah Hill these days. I think he's doing.
Oh, I like Jonah Hill.
He's
dude.
he's on a roll. He's got a lot of momentum.
Just stay stop eating fat. Don't let him make you get fat all the time, dude. That cannot be healthy. He blows because when he gets fat, he fucking blows up, dude.
He's not in Netflix show. He's pretty.
No, I know, but that's what I'm
Someday.
saying. But then they'll be like, this happens all the time. Like you'll see him in one thing, super thin, and then he'll have another role where he's super fat. But no, as an actor, and it's crazy because no one would have thought that from Superbad.
Superbad, yeah.
Not that he was bad, but it's just you would have never thought.
Well, I think everyone was kind of looking at Michael Cera out of that movie.
Right.
Everyone was kind of
Yeah.
like, "What is Michael Cera?"
yeah, yeah.
Because he
think,
had Arrested Development.
I think that he had Arrested Development.
He had a
He had
lot more
Superbad.
sort of-
He had a resume adding up, and I don't think anyone was really looking at Jonah Hill. I don't think people were like really looking at Michael Cera, but
Or-
definitely no one was looking at
or
Jonah
like
Hill.
an Emma Stone.
Or what's her name?
Yeah.
Or Emma Stone.
And it ironically was Emma Stone and Jonah Hill that
That
blew
really
up the
captured
most.
it.
And
out
got
of
Oscars
Superbad.
and shit.
Yeah.
Did Jonah Hill win for Wolf of Wall Street? I know he was nominated. I don't think he won
I
though.
Supporting role.
think
Did he win that award?
I don't think he won it.
I don't think he did. But
But
yeah, that shit.
that shit. Well, when does it come out? Is it like a series or is it a movie?
That's
or
a
what?
It's a
movie,
movie.
and I don't know when it comes out. I
That's
just
dope.
saw it on on Instagram.
That's cool. That's cool. Jonah Hill doing good things. Yeah, I could see what you mean though. Method actors are probably pretty weird. They're probably pretty weird, but that's just method actors. There's a lot of common actors
Comes
who
out on the 19th.
are
The kid just reminds me of me, his hair and shit. In the night, my hair wasn't that cool in the '90s, but
mid 90s. David Schwimmer.
he's on Will and Grace now.
Is he?
It looks like it. Yep.
Oh my gosh. Is
He was
that where
good in
he went?
OJ. That
Yeah.
Netflix show.
I like
Yeah.
David Schwimmer because I
know,
like
always
Friends.
like him, and I always like every time he gets a job, he's one of those actors like, oh, you got a job, that's cool.
Yeah,
There's-
exactly.
I got a list of those
Yeah.
type of people where I just get happy for them. Like
not like Matthew Perry.
Who's that? Why I can't remember his name. He's one of my favorite actors. Fuck.
This does look good though.
It just looks like the '90s, bro. It's dope. Well, you're thinking of an actor, but I'm watching. Sorry, you guys can't see this, but we're watching a trailer to the movie mid '90s. Jonah Hill wrote and directed.
Street Fighter.
Oh shit, dude! That's what I'm talking about. Running from his big brother and shit. Like if my skateboard didn't get stolen the first fucking week that I got it, then maybe I fucking could have been this kid.
Yeah. This is cool, man. There's gonna be so many people nerding out on this. Like, this is
Yeah.
nostalgia galore right now.
Yeah, it is.
I hope it does well.
Just even watching this, like, it just a lot of reminders.
just the way it looks, man.
Yeah.
God, the 90s were dope,
The
y'all.
90s were so.
I was thinking
like,
about this the other day.
The music was
Oh yeah.
so
Oh hell,
good
because
in
there
the
was
90s.
music.
The alternative rock scene and hip hop were just on like both great levels at the same time. Like great levels. Red Hot Chili Peppers, Foo Fighters,
all these
Nirvana,
iconic, yeah.
like even like the Matchbox 320s. Like even the poppy rock bands were like hella good compared to the pop rock from like nowadays.
Right, yeah.
The pop rock back then was hella better.
Like the culmination of like all like these genres that had been building up, and then like it just really clicked.
The pinnacle was 2
Yeah.
decades
Yeah.
ago.
yeah,
Was what?
Yeah,
The pinnacle was 2 decades ago.
they're
for
trying to
rock.
reinvent the wheel now, and they might get it again. There's like cycles.
Oh, the
almost.
music, yeah, dude. The rock, like rock
What-
music
what
in the
I've-
'90s, bro. You had so many
Oh,
fucking tight.
You had so many choices.
Yeah, dude.
There's
so
cool,
many
like,
different
alt
like.
rock and cool rock
and
now.
I
But
smell
90s is
sex
different.
in Canada.
Oh, I had that.
Yeah.
It was happy
Macy's
like that.
Playground.
They were happy songs,
Yeah.
or like they were
That
about
was sorta
dark
weird.
scenes.
Yeah.
they made you feel good.
Chumbawamba.
Never flow down.
Yeah, mine was better, but
Yeah, no, mine was a little bit better. Yeah, we don't want to talk about yours.
Nah, but anyways, I was thinking the other day, dude, about that shit, and about how much phones, like, I don't mean to be like the old man, but phones really have ruined a lot.
Phones
Like
have.
often,
Like how often we get, like how easy we get to look at
authenticity
shit.
is harder to achieve today
Yeah, man.
because of stuff like that. You know, like back then, like when you had to take a picture, develop it, print it. Like there's no digital camera stuff
you just
like that.
appreciated shit hella
just
more.
Different.
We used to
Yeah.
make like when we would like in the
Slower.
closet make fucking like little shows and shit. I remember we set up like folding chairs in the garage. I said closet. In the garage, we set up these folding
closet.
chairs and shit. And we did like Jerry Springer, but you know, cameras weren't that easy to come by back in the day. So we used a tape recorder.
And for,
So it's
yeah.
like but we still set up like people could see us and shit.
And for people who are like thinking right now, like, oh, you guys are doing the thing where it's like back then in my day it was hella better and these kids don't understand. Actually, there's actually literally science behind how we were better without phones, which is that this new study showed that kids and adolescents using their phones, their frontal cortex develops a lot slower than previously did because they're not using their creativity. Like you just did when you'd use your camcorders to like create a show,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you'd have to use a lot of creativity. But kids these days, they don't have to. So when they want their creativity stimulated, they go on YouTube or on Google Images and they immediately see the thing. So they don't have to imagine the thing. They don't have to be creative creating the thing out of their head. They can just create it and see it and visualize it and do it through their phone.
Yeah.
And so that all that creative endeavors that we did back in the 90s of like finding a skate park,
Right.
just like fucking sitting
We're just
in the gutter,
walking outside,
just like watching cars go by, and,
Right.
Like
Figuring
just,
like just
figuring,
moments.
just looking at fucking life, you know, and making life interesting to look at. That's not done at all. People can't even watch a fucking movie without looking at their phone.
Oh,
I know.
attention spans. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything is just like flash,
Attention
flash,
spans are
concentrations. Like
Terrible.
we're just trained. Like,
I
that's
get
just how it
so
is.
bothered when I'm like watching a movie or a show and someone's like just on their phone the entire
It's
time.
overload.
I love how I'm picking up I just put my phone
Bing,
on.
bing.
Sorry.
I know, yeah. Because like every time, like I feel like I have a responsibility to that person. So like, for example, I don't want to shout them out, but I was watching a show with my brother-in-law, and it's like multiple times I had to be like, oh yeah, this seems pretty important. So then like he looks up, right? I'm like, all right, great. Now this is my job from now on. From now on, when I watch this show, I have to cue this
trolling.
person to an important part because they're just going to look at their phone, even though they're 5 feet in front of this damn TV. That's the 2000s for you.
Yep. Competition. Always looking at one form of entertainment or another.
Yeah, like we are doing now.
Yeah.
What
know.
is this?
It's
I'm
Jonah
kinda-
Hill's top 10 performances.
It's
No,
literally
turn
just
that
all
off.
his performances, it looks like.
Yeah. It's 13 minutes.
Anyways,
Oh, yeah. This was an article I was looking at.
yeah, dude. You know,
I actually did a lot of this last week. Was I
Masturbate.
played a lot of
ooh, I like that because people gonna die.
oh yeah, probably.
Let's talk about that. Fuck your week.
Played a lot. I just
We
want
just
to say
can't talk
something
about
really
season 7, though.
quick. I
well.
played a lot of Spider-Man. Almost done with the game.
I need to revisit that.
and I think I'm like 78% done right now. And like I got all the suits and everything. Two quick things that are really dope about this game. One, you are definitely Peter Parker a hell of times in it. And two, they make the relationship between Peter Parker and MJ feel hella real. Hella real. Hella real. There are multiple times in the game where you're like, you should not read what you're reading. Read. I would stop reading it. You haven't seen season 7.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a bad move.
She's talking.
I know, but
vaguely.
that can ruin things really quick.
Okay.
A lot goes down in season 7. There's like multiple times where like you're Spider-Man and like you're having like this texting argument with like MJ after you had dinner with her. Like they give you such a sense of being Peter Parker while you're Spider-Man. It's crazy. It's crazy. And you're Miles Morales multiple times in the game. Like there's a really
that's
intense
dope.
part
Okay.
where you're Miles Morales, and Miles Morales is actually a big part of the narrative.
Sick. Miles Morales, for y'all don't know, is the Spider-Man that they're making an animated Spider-Man
Into the Spideyverse.
yeah, and it's
Yeah.
coming out soon too as well. So
And there's this really dope, and I like the actor who plays Miles Morales in the video game. There's this really funny part where like you kind of get out of this fire. You get Miles and MJ out of a fire, and then like they kind of save you two out of a fire because like you got yourself in a tough spot by getting them out of a fire, and so then they get you out of the fire. Like Miles Morales, like it's a really cool shot. Like Spider-Man's about to fall in the fire, and he just desperately throws out a web. And Miles Morales actually grabs the other side of the web, so it's like it
Oh,
almost is kind of like a passing the
shit.
baton type of image
That's
in
so
the video.
sick.
So I feel like one of these sequels is going to be Miles Morales, definitely, because like they keep on teasing.
I could see them
And, like-
doing like the Spideyverse style of a game.
Oh, very
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
for sure. And there's even one scene where like you as Spider-Man kind of train Miles how to fight, and so later on in the game, like
I'm
you
excited.
kind of
Have you
fight.
finished the storyline?
I'm really close. I'm like probably 2
I haven't
things
played
away.
that much.
But there's also like it's crazy, man. Like it's such a crazy good game. But there are a couple scenes where you're Miles Morales and there's like this terrorist attack that happens basically, and
Okay.
Peter Parker gets just like knocked out. And Miles was at
When you have to take
at
over
the
with-
event, so
Oh,
then you're Miles
jeez.
Morales during this terrorist attack,
Damn.
and like you're just in the commotion and everything, and like his someone that was close to Miles dies at this terrorist attack, and like he's like it's crazy, it's hella emotionally intense, it's really well done, like the shit's like a movie, and it's so seamless how it goes from narrative to gameplay.
Right.
It's so seamless
because the
how it
cutscenes
does
in
it.
the gameplay are very similar in terms of
Yeah.
graphics, so there's not like a major shift.
Yeah.
It just melts into it.
But
great game.
it's a really dope game, man. I've been hella enjoying it.
Dude, on the
Hella enjoying
subject
it.
of games, this month is buku crazy how many games are coming out. Basically almost every
no.
week or every other week. So this upcoming week on the 5th, we got Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Yeah.
Which Assassin's Creed, the biggest map of Assassin's Creed ever, takes
Hell yeah.
place in ancient Greece.
Even though a lot of it's probably water, but still, yeah.
Yeah, well, it looks cool. And then that next week on the 12th, you got Call of Duty Black Ops 4,
Boom.
which I'm excited about. Which you should play when you come over. We should
All
play
right.
because I think you can play with
I'm
the controller
over.
too. But that's coming out. Then the week or two after that, well, I think it's like 26 or something. We got Red Dead Redemption.
Oh
2
yes, yeah,
at
yeah,
the
yeah,
end
yeah, yeah, yeah,
of the
yeah,
month.
motherfuckers.
And then November we got Battlefield 5.
fuckers, man.
What else do we have?
Fucking Red
we
Dead.
got
I'm fucking pumped about it.
Dude, yeah, I'm gonna get Red Dead for surezies. And then we have, like I said, we got Battlefield 5 November. I can't remember what date exactly. And then in November as well, I just had it. We have Fallout 76.
Yeah, I'm not that. It's online.
I'm excited about it.
Fucking online games. These fucking assholes.
Well,
playing
you have
online all
Xbox. If you had
fucking
PS,
time.
it'd be a lot cooler. Or if you had,
This
I'm probably gonna
motherfucker's
get it on
playing
PC
online
with
all
all
the
with all honesty. But Fallout 76 is gonna be fun as shit. And that's
How fun
November.
is shit?
And then in December we have the new Super Mario. Fucking what is it?
Oh yeah.
What am I trying to say?
Yeah, that one.
Super Smash Brothers. The new Super Smash Brothers for Switch comes out in December.
I thought they already had it.
And the new Mario Party. Mario Party like 8 or something.
Did you hear that, Angie? You have to go get Super Smash Brothers.
So Super Smash Brothers, what I'm excited about that is going to be online. So you're going to be able to play online.
Hey,
I'm pretty sure
cool.
for Wii U that you probably can too, but
That's cool.
I'm excited. I'm excited to have.
That's what's up.
Red Dead will be dope.
And then January we have Resident Evil 2 remastered coming out on the 26th. I'm probably most pumped for Red Dead 2. I'm second most pumped for Resident Evil 2 remake, remastered and reworked. It looks so good.
That would be
It
tight.
looks so good.
I remember like Resident Evil was like I wasn't even allowed to look at it when I was at a certain age.
Yeah, it gave me nightmares because I had it on. I have the Resident Evil 2 on Nintendo 64
'Cause it was
and I have
always-
it here and there. It's
They got a
fucking-
lot of like scary games like that, but I just don't like the whole fucking zombie bullshit.
You guys haven't played that shit on VR. That shit's
Oh, I
hella
played
scary
Res
on
7
VR.
on
Yeah,
VR.
I
It
played
just
that
made me
one.
sick,
Yeah.
and it was hella scary.
Shit is scary.
It's-
I have a clip
funner-
on there because I streamed it when I played it
It's funner,
because I had
like, to get
Altus
into
VR
it.
for like a couple months.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
And I couldn't
It's-
really play it because, like, I don't know. At a certain point, walking around and trying to fight the boss, I got really dizzy when I was playing it. So I had to, like, quit for a while because the movements are it's kind of weird sometimes. And you have to react really quickly because, like, you're just getting fucked up
Yeah.
by the boss. So it's just kind of harder in the VR.
Yeah.
But it's still hella scary, too. Like, when you put the headphones on and you're just, like, there.
Yeah.
Like, in that fucking house.
Yeah. No, it is, especially if you have the feeling that something's chasing you. If
And in the
something's chasing
intro,
you in VR,
the
it's
chick
terrifying.
like comes at you and like is like
Yeah.
fucking cuts your hand off and shit.
and you can feel it.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's
no,
like,
you can
oh,
actually
fuck.
the
Yeah.
way they
It's scary.
they simulate the feeling of getting your hand chopped off is insane.
Shut up.
Okay.
Oh, okay. But yeah, that's hella fun.
Yeah.
Fucking Skyrim is also on VR.
Yeah,
too.
I can't wait for
That's dope.
Skyrim to
Oh,
the
the
new
Elder
one,
Scrolls
Elder Scrolls
6.
6.
That's
What?
gonna be
The new
fun.
Skyrim. The
That's
new
gonna be
Skyrim.
fun,
That's all I've
dude.
been waiting for.
Are y'all
Oh
gonna
my
play
God,
it?
of course.
It's not obviously
Skyrim.
It's.
I
Fucking,
beat that game like 6 times.
I'm gonna fucking play it like, and we're never
I-
gonna do the show
we may
again.
see it at like the end of 2019. It's not.
I know,
gonna
it's
be
gonna
for
be a long time.
With all
It'll
honesty.
be a long,
It's happening,
long
though.
time.
All right, we want to take a break here.
Yeah, I guess we're about done.
can take a
about
break.
ready to
We're
wrap
at-
it
we're
up.
at
So
an
we'll
hour
take a
51.
quick little break before we end the shizzo. But yeah, we'll be back in about 10.
We'll give it a little tenner.
Zip it up, zip it down.
Yep, a little tenner. I'll be back.
Bob's Burgers is now cooking after The Simpsons. All right! And Fox tonight, someone goes a little boy crazy.
Say goodbye to Tina and hello to Dino.
Oh my gosh!
Bob's back tonight on Fox.
Triscuit, go toppingless.
Paul, what are you doing?
Eating a Triscuit?
Paul, there's nothing on that Triscuit.
What? They don't need toppings.
Paul!
Janet. Paul.
Triscuit, delicious, even with nothing on.
Darcy Carden here. I know you're all as excited as I am that NBC's The Good Place is back, so grab some froyo, get comfortable, and check out the all-new season.
This season, TV's most heavenly comedy is going to be very down to earth.
Wow, I was just on Earth. The traffic, the pigeons, and I saw this place that was a Pizza Hut and a Taco Bell. Oh, the mind reels.
The Good Place premieres tonight on NBC.
Hi guys, it's the Use guys here, and
Are we live?
We just wanted to talk to you all about
We're leaving. We're leaving. We're done.
why we're leaving and what that looks like on this show. Sean, can you explain to them why we have to leave?
Our time has run out, and there's nothing you can do when you have no time. We need a time transplant.
What does that look like?
I don't know. Watch South Park. He needs more time.
We've ran out of time. He needs more time.
That shit was funny.
We could do a time transplant.
We're afraid that your son has ran out of time. What
Like
can we
it's
do?
a medical problem.
He needs more time. Nah, but
Now we got this stupid fucking fly.
we are gonna wrap up the show. We will be back next week, same time for reals next week. Right? You guys don't have
I'm
any
good next
reason
week.
to cancel next week?
Nope.
Okay.
Tournament ends on Saturday.
I'm not planning any constipation for next week.
All right. So next week, Bruce won't be constipated, and we'll be here live. And whatever.
That's the show.
Yes.
Good day, folks.
Goodbye. It was really nice having you here with us.
The most exciting end to the show ever. And 3,
And peace.
2, 1.